This is the Chief and Shawn show, and we are live in the 405.
We're not live, but we are back.
We're live.
No, we're not. We are back.
And we're live.
Weekly, not live.
We're sort of live.
Okay, to everyone listening, or,
the people who are listening.
the few that listen, here's the deal. Speed Society is going to be hosting all of these podcasts. You're going to be seeing a ton from these guys. How big are they, Shawn?
It's the biggest automotive website in the world, and, they got a lot of cool shit.
Yeah, we're stoked to be working with guys like that for sure. Anytime we can align ourselves with other huge automotive people, this is perfect. So,
also, stop listening now and go and like it and comment on it, and the sooner you do that, hopefully, the more podcast episodes you'll hear.
yeah, the Crow 405, Murder Nova, Midwest Streetcars. Like it, comment on us, tell us who you are, tell us why you listen to it. Keep this going, please. There are people that don't want this to keep going.
Yeah, there's people right now trying to put an end to this. They don't want us on the air.
And we got guys like Speed Society that want to help us keep it going. So
welcoming us.
Let's do it. Rock and roll. Help everybody out.
And while you're there, check it out. Their website's awesome.
Welcome to the show. Welcome. It's good. It's a good thing it's radio.
Yeah.
Welcome, man. Our mics are fucking nice now. Look at these mics we got.
We almost look professional.
We should, dude. As good as these mics are, we should do this every Tuesday.
I feel like we should. I agree. I'm not sure what the hell's going on with my mic here though, with this stuff, and it's like rubber band in there.
Yeah. It's like whenever you was in elementary school and they told you to drop an egg off a building and you had to like suspend it with rubber bands in a tennis shoe. That's the way your mic
I could
looks.
put an egg right in here.
Yeah, and it wouldn't break or nothing.
I don't know why my mic's different than everybody else's.
Yeah, it is.
Christmas last year. No, it's not. Yes, the one I got for Christmas didn't work. It was gold.
I fixed it.
No, it was gold, sir.
No, that's that one.
No.
It had gold on the box, motherfucker. It's right here.
I think y'all should fight about it.
Chinese lettering and stuff on it.
Hey, motherfucker.
Oh,
that is it. That's the one.
That is it.
I'm guessing this isn't it, though.
I'm guessing that's
My brother-in-law got that for me for Christmas.
It looks the same.
For Christmas.
Prima. Don't knock over your Route 44 there.
It's almost empty anyways.
How?
Another one.
It's only like noon. How the hell did you drink that in one
I
day?
already filled that up more than once.
Jesus.
That's how I get going in the morning.
Really?
It'll be water straight from after this deal is over. It's water after that.
I hope so. Have a cardiac arrest.
I know. Plus, I got something sucking all the fluids out of me.
Ew. Shane, welcome to the show.
Hey. On that note, thanks for having me.
We got Shane on the show. Because it's Tuesday.
Shane was a crash last night.
Shane, you were a fucking crash.
I was a crash.
Bro. You were a dumb crash, too. That was all your fault.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say. It looked like you panicked and locked the brakes up and slid into the dirt.
How many times have we tried to tell you that your car is getting too fast?
He told us. He told us not to race on that road. Shane told us, don't race on that road. It's too short.
Well, when he started racing out there at first, his car wasn't fast.
Oh,
well,
thanks. I appreciate that.
I'm not sure it's fast yet, but it's faster.
Well, he was number 3 on the list.
That's true. He was because y'all fucked up.
I was still above him. So
yeah, good.
I'm the king.
Yeah. You ever been beat by Shane?
God damn it, I have.
Man.
Hey, this one time my car wasn't running real good.
Yeah.
And Shane did outrun me, man.
But that car's gone.
Hey, it was fucking close.
Yeah.
But he still outrun me. Yeah, shit. The whole time I was thinking, fuck, Shane's outrunning me. And this whole time I told him.
You should have just crashed it.
I know, I should have. At that point, you got no other option.
At that point, when Shane's driving around you got to crash the car.
Yes.
Shane, what happened last night, buddy?
I don't know. I don't remember anything from the wreck.
Really?
Nothing,
no memory? Thank God.
I still don't remember anything.
Good.
I don't know if I got on the brakes too hard or something broke. Something broke on the car.
It looked like you got on the brakes too hard. It looked like something was broke before you even left.
Everybody who crashes says something broke.
I don't know.
That's always. Oh well, what had happened was my A arm had broke. No, that had broke from the crash.
So
that shit had broke when you hopped the curb and then rolled it 17 fucking times. That shit was not broke before you hit that curb.
I bent my tie rods.
Yeah. The car was so mangled if something broke, you wouldn't have been able to tell.
Right.
No.
Right. Well,
It looked like a dune buggy when you got done. Like,
Yeah.
like it had just peeled the
It did.
The
It-
Vega
metal
body.
right off of it.
It's-
It had peeled the Pinto
like-
body right off of that.
It peeled the
Pinto.
Pontiac Astro body.
yeah, yeah. That's the only thing left was the taillights.
So, what were you doing out there, first off?
Let's recap.
Yeah, let's just go ahead. Let's go back to the beginning.
Sorry. So for those of you that aren't keeping up, it's Tuesday. This is Chief and Shawn show. We have Shane in the mess shack here,
And we have lots of questions.
last night. Well, there was a television show that aired last night that we don't really talk about in here, but there was a guy on it who crashed a Vega.
Yes, it's something like a Vega.
It's like an Astro, but anyway, he crashed it. He's here to talk about it. That's Shane. Shane, what happened? Go start us from the beginning.
You know, I was using it to test and decided to make a little money on the side, you know, try to.
Did you make the money?
No, actually, I raced the guy twice. The first race,
You
the
crashed.
car
second
car didn't
race, what
shift.
happened?
The car didn't shift.
Oh, you lost the first race. They didn't
Yeah,
show that on TV.
no.
Fucking Street Outlaws is fake.
Yeah. it
Man.
is.
Fake as fuck.
So the car didn't shift, and so I told him
Hey,
we'd-
we got a problem here. What?
All right, Shane. So now that that's over, sorry, it wasn't that was more important than your story, but it was. So
At the time, obviously
yeah,
it was.
obviously,
We got
yeah,
interrupted.
Yeah,
yeah, well, Sean's
It's all right.
banging the secretary, and turns out it's his wife. So now we have to listen to her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, when she
Probably-
comes in,
probably
I know
better.
what I'm doing.
probably a better listen to
Otherwise, I
her.
get bad looks.
Yeah, you probably better
blades of
listen to her.
beams.
Yeah.
All right, Shane. So you lost the first race. They didn't put that on TV.
No, car didn't shift, and when it didn't shift, I reached up there and grabbed the shifter. Man, it was too late. He went around me right at the end. So I told him, double or nothing, let's race again. And so I went back and fixed my issue, and I raced him, and I crashed.
You were a crash.
It
Did you ever
shifted.
think that the shifter thing was someone trying to save your life?
No,
Oh, you didn't think that?
no,
Not even a little
no.
bit. Did you ever think that maybe
No.
that was a sign?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna.
Buddies didn't think that either.
I
Because
would-
think about it.
I wasn't gonna pay
If
him
your shifter
$1,000.
wouldn't have worked the next pass, you wouldn't have crashed either.
Yeah.
And you would have made the same amount of money. None.
Yeah, none. Anyway,
So what does this
You
tell
probably
you?
would have saved money.
yeah,
be honest.
would have saved a bunch of
Yeah,
money.
you'd have saved that ratty ass Vega too.
Yeah, well, I'm
What
glad.
happened? All right. Well, that you know,
It's gone. It's done.
that's what happens. You know.
So I mean,
So basically, that road sucks, though.
Yeah, it does. He should have. You see, that's
Well,
what
I don't-
happens whenever you take things into your own hands.
Well, I mean,
There's
ever
a chief.
since I've been racing in Oklahoma City, I don't think have I ever raced on the street without you there?
Well, fuck no.
Okay.
What is that? Is that
Yeah,
the new
yeah,
Batman?
what's that?
I got a text message. I probably
Yeah.
should pause that.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Kamikaze.
What does he want?
I don't know. He put the Francisco Vega deal in there. Francisco Vega's savage, dude. Anyways,
that guy's
so
cool.
I remember when they started doing that whole deal in Sayre, and I think it's a cool deal, but there's a certain
They started doing what in Sarah? Crashing cars?
what,
'Cause I remember when they started crashing cars out there too.
yeah, when Shane crashed.
But no, they crashed cars before Shane.
Cars that crashed
Yeah,
out there.
yeah. There was
Oh, yeah.
one guy went over the curb. He ran out of
His tie rod
talent.
probably
He
broke.
ran out of talent.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens, man.
Yeah.
About 660 feet. A
Yeah.
lot
Wait
of
a
people
minute.
run out of
Wait a
talent.
minute. Was that
Yeah.
my boy's t-ball coach, baseball coach, Rusty?
No.
Because he crashed out there too.
Did he?
Yeah.
The guy that works at O'Reilly's?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's my boy's baseball coach. He's
Yeah,
got, he had a,
it
he's
was-
got an S10 or a Love or something, and then his brother or somebody's got a Camaro, and they crashed too.
Wow.
yeah. It
But
was.
basically-
It was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but basically, man, it's a
Nothing-
blacktop road
nothing
that,
serious.
that you prep, but it's surrounded
Well,
by
it wasn't
sand.
It wasn't prepped when I raced on it.
Well, the whole thing is prepped.
So it's a
Oh god.
lot of rubber down.
But yeah.
Oh, God.
Well,
But
lot of
it's not
racing-
rubber-
a
it's
lot of
not
racing
rubber
go
from-
down there.
It's not rubber from race cars though. It's rubber from tractors and shit that you put down there.
yes.
Yeah, at first, first
Yeah.
time.
See, they're-
Yeah.
So, and the place is surrounded by sand.
Oh yeah,
Like and the wind blows a lot
yeah.
out there.
It's got a lot of stickers to hold the sand down now. So
Stickers?
yeah, there's lots of stickers out there.
What do you mean stickers?
Like
What's that
not
about?
like
Vinyl?
not like a VP sticker.
like a J.
no,
sticker?
not like a jig sticker. He's talking like a sticker in your foot.
Oh,
Like an owl
shit.
sticker.
Ow.
Goat head.
Oh shit.
Go ahead.
So
when the wind blows out there, what does that do with that sand?
It blows it over on the street.
It blows it right over onto that prep surface.
Yeah, that street.
And then the prepped surface grabs the sand.
Yes.
And it sticks to the prepped surface.
And then what does your tire do on top of that sand?
I don't know.
It spins.
Well, and when you're on the gas, you're probably not too bad.
No, but whenever
you
lift
get
at
off,
the 660,
because everybody that lifts there, so there's no more exhaust to blow the sand.
no.
And
And then
You
you,
see
got
the
like
dilemma there?
a good 300 feet to shut down out there.
So you got 300 feet of sand trap.
Yes, and then it abruptly ends in a T.
Well, hang on. There's a double jump too. I see it. Y'all motherfuckers
there's-
are lying. 'Cause
there's
I've
a
been out
hump
there
out
one
there.
time in my truck, and my diesel won't go but about 80 mile an hour in the eighth of a mile, guaranteed.
Yes.
And I caught some air.
Yeah.
There's a double jump for
Yeah,
real.
yeah,
It's badass.
So there's a certain cars
Caliber of cars.
Certain caliber
caliber
cars.
of cars
That's
Yeah.
a good.
that
that's a good one.
probably shouldn't be racing out there.
Yeah, yeah.
And we've had this talk
Yeah,
numerous times.
I know. I just
He had to talk
Man.
with us, Sean.
Yes.
that's
We went out there to
So-
look at the road, and he told us not to go out there.
So what happened?
that's man. That's the place I started having fun at. So why not?
Should I take Shane's side so it could be like bad cop, good cop? Because I feel like right now it's just bad cop, dickhead.
No, we're just asking.
Bad cop,
We're
bad
just
cop.
asking.
Shane's really taking an ass raping here.
Yeah.
Well, I don't feel like anything is too soon.
Hey,
No, I know.
So
I
even
know.
while he was
you and Francisco
black-eyed
Vega.
and crippled up, and he was walking the night after at the race, like that was full blown.
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
true story.
straight
he
up
was
next
out there
night.
the night after. He needed a wheelchair.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's
we
bad.
were having to grab him, get him out of the way. He was walking in front of cars and
Yeah.
shit. It was,
Yeah,
it was
that's-
You
fucked
really
up.
shouldn't have been there.
He was fucked up, but he's hardcore, like
I was
Bruce said.
I was medicated.
Yeah, you were
He's trying to call the list
very
back out.
heavily medicated.
He's trying to call it back out.
He
I got a
had
new
no
car.
car.
I found a Vega on the way home.
Yeah, there was one more.
That might happen.
The goddamn ambulance rear-ended a Vega on the way home. I bought
There
it.
was one more bracket Vega out there, and Shane went and bought it
There's one more square tube ladder bar Vega in the country. I
with
got
an aluminum dash.
bought it for $10.
It's got all the boxes in it and stuff.
Yeah, it's
Got all the stops and
delay
shit.
boxes.
Oh,
and
yeah,
throttle
throw that
stops.
shit
Got
away.
a fan.
Okay, so you did end up finding another Vega out there.
Yeah,
Amazingly.
yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing.
This is the third one now.
They-
Fourth. This is your fourth Vega.
I still have the original
What?
one. I still have
You've
my original
ruined
car.
4 Vegas?
No.
No. He still has the original one.
That's the small
whenever
tire
I met
car.
him, he had
Right.
a Vega.
Will you sell me that
Yeah.
small tire car?
So
The small
no,
tire Vega?
no,
No?
I'm keeping it. I plan on. I have
You
a
plan
plan
on
for
crashing
it.
it too?
Maybe later
I don't
on.
understand. That thing ran 10.0 like clockwork on an 8-inch tire, and he had never crashed that thing.
I don't know.
He ran out of talent, like he said.
I guess.
So now he
Maybe.
puts big tires on Vegas.
But he ain't crashed in the race.
In what race?
Well, at Thunder Valley, he did crash during
Yeah.
the race.
Yeah, he
Was testing.
Yeah, I remember.
Broke a ladder bar. Broke a
Something
ladder
broke
bar.
something.
well. It may or may not have been broke after
broke
the
a
crash.
broke a tie rod in.
Yeah.
Broke some lug nuts. Broke my shoulder.
Yeah.
And then I crashed.
Yeah.
Um,
So you're on to your fourth Vega now.
Yeah.
How's the new one?
It's great.
Yeah.
don't
Is
wear
it-
purple
Is
anymore.
it
either.
the same?
That was a really
I
purple
know.
shirt. Oh,
It
yeah,
You had a
has-
purple shirt on?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You
My
could have seen
interview.
him from Mars.
Yeah.
Did it look like Dominator's car?
No,
Yeah,
it
it was
no,
different.
It was not that kind. It wasn't cool purple.
Soft wrist purple.
It was soft wristed purple, for real. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, like this purple?
It was
or-
exactly, but brighter. It was brighter. It was like you took a roll purple shirt and you ran one of those OxyClean challenges with it.
Yeah. Well, it was a
Where
real
they do
purple
the
shirt.
He
65,
just said it was a real purple
where they do the
shirt.
65 washes in a row. You know what I mean? And then it fades, and the one doesn't fade.
And
And,
then they say it's
then,
still bright.
and then the guy from Australia, or whatever, is like, "Look at this one here, it's still bright as can be." Not his. His was the bleached out version.
Yeah. That was a bad choice.
So you got the new car going.
Yes.
Is it fast? Have
yeah.
you been racing it?
Yeah. Well,
lying
I haven't been racing
motherfucker.
it, but I've been testing it.
You've been testing it.
Yeah.
On the street.
He come up to me.
No, I know.
He come listen, Linda. So he gets his new Vega done, or close, or whatever you want to call it. It's a Vega. It's running. He comes to, we're filming right now. So he comes to the list race night a couple weeks ago, and he says, "Hey, I'm gonna call out 10. I'm gonna call out 10.
Brought my car just in case."
And I was like, "No, this time he didn't even bring it."
That was, yeah.
And I said, "Your car."
That's right. A week before.
And Shane's been here through all of this.
Yeah, so he knows. He's
You know
got
what
a good
I mean?
idea.
Yeah. And he's been
of
here
how
through
things
all
work.
this. And he remembers when I wouldn't let other guys do this.
Yes.
And I feel like Shane has a pretty good grasp of what's going on, but he still tries really hard to get by with it. And so he says, "I'm calling out 10." And I was like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to call out 10. And I was like, "Well, is your car here?" He goes, "Well, it's ready." And I was like, "I didn't ask you if it was ready, motherfucker. Is it
Yeah.
here?" He's like, "Well, no." I was like, "Dude, you going to call somebody out and your car ain't even here? Like, that's more fucked up than like when Reaper tried to call me out with his car loaded up."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
After
Like,
he had loaded it up.
after he
strapped
had
it
loaded it up and fucking set the seat heater and everything in his truck, he was leaving. And then he
Yeah.
gonna call me out. Like,
Yeah.
you did it. You didn't even have a car there. I was like, "Man, that's fucked up." So then the next week, he brings a car. He says, "I'm calling out 10.
Yeah.
I'm calling him out." And I was like, "Oh, yeah? You made some hits on the street?" "Yeah." "Oh, yeah."
But there was a pause there, though.
Yeah. And I said, "Well," and I said, "You got any video of it?" And he goes, "Yeah."
Yeah.
"Yeah, and you're standing there." And I was like, "Really? You got some video?" He goes, "Yeah." And I was like, "Well, let me see it." And he started reaching for his pocket, and you started getting all excited. Shawn was like, "Oh, shit, he finna show Chief." Because this is my thing. My thing is, I'm going to call you out on your bullshit. Normally, I'm right.
Yes.
Normally, for the most part, just like with Derek.
Yeah.
Derek said, "Oh, yeah, no, I've been testing. Let me see some
But he
video."
hadn't.
But he hadn't. And his family and shit's behind him shaking their head no and shit, you know, like throwing him under the bus. He's like, "Oh, no, I've been testing. Let me see some video." Well,
You know, out in Shawnee.
it was just me.
Yeah.
I don't have any good video.
Only got
It
one
was
guy,
dark.
and he didn't have time
And it
to
was dark.
get his phone out.
Yeah. So I said to Shane, "You got some video?" "Yeah, yeah." I said, "All right, well, let me see it. Is it fast? Let me see it." And he was like, well, no. And I was like, "You ain't
It
got
wasn't
no
fast.
video.
It
You ain't
wasn't
got no video." And
fast.
Sean goes, "God damn it, Shane, you mother.
Hey,
Shane."
Hey, okay, but before you got there, Shane always comes up to me and kind of tells me his plan.
See, I didn't know this.
Yeah, no. So he comes up to me because, man, me and Shane go way back.
Yeah,
man.
I know.
So,
like 4 flats on a Cadillac.
yeah. So,
Y'all from out there.
yeah.
Where all that weird shit happens.
I've known Shane since high school.
Just for the record, the town that they came up in, like this shit so much, they literally took a street in town and made it a drag strip. Put up walls, put up bleachers.
Yeah, where Shane crashed.
Yeah, well, yeah. I wasn't going to go there, but yeah. That town actually said, "This is so cool. We're going to let y'all street race in our town
They didn't think
every
it was that
weekend."
cool when I was in high school.
Well, because you was a hoodlum.
I was.
Right. But now you a hero. You went from hoodlum to hero. Just like you can't go from hoe to housewife. You did it, baby.
Yeah.
You did it.
Well,
You went from hoodlum to hero.
So I try to look out for Shane, you know, because no matter what anybody thinks about him, Shane's my buddy. And I remember back in the day when I came from Sayre, Shane was the man. Like,
I remember.
Shane could.
I don't remember back that far,
Shane
but I
could
remember
do
when I
anything.
met him.
Like, if you had a fucking problem, Shane's that guy. He lived with his mama until he was 34.
So yesterday, him
I
and
don't know
Sure,
how old he
yeah.
was.
You still living with your mama?
He lived with his parents as long as I can remember. So
He had
he
all the
didn't
cool
have
shit.
no money to do anything but cool shit. So he's got rock crawlers. He's got like this fucking monster truck that he had since it was his first truck.
You
You
had
still
a
got that
monster
truck?
truck?
Yeah.
Was it a Vega?
No.
No, it was the one headlight work truck.
Yeah.
Was it square headlight or round?
Square headlight work truck. Just the
Chevy.
single. Yeah.
You had a Chevy monster truck?
Yeah. Well,
Well,
I wouldn't. It was jacked up.
It's like, 12 inches.
Yeah, something
probably.
like that. Yeah.
But, the motherfucker used it
It
as a
had
monster
big
truck.
tires on it.
Yeah.
Boggers
yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Fuck yeah.
and he had jet skis, he had dirt bikes, he had
There ain't even no water out there. What are you gonna do with a
Yeah.
jet ski?
Yeah. We got a big lake out there. Foss.
Yeah.
Foss.
Never even heard of it.
Yeah.
Full
So
of sand.
well,
Full of sand in
whatever
Vegas.
it was, man, this motherfucker had it, and he worked on all of them. Like, he built people's motors. He built. If you had a rear end you needed set up, you took it to Shane. He would rebuild your transmission. He could do it all. So at some point when I moved from Sayre and came up here to the city, I had passed Shane.
On the way.
No, I didn't pass him on the way.
Well,
my knowledge.
You took him as far
my
as you
knowledge had done past him. So
Because
then,
you moved to the big city where
I learned a lot quick.
yeah,
You know.
where there's a whole bunch of motherfuckers fucking shit up.
Yes. So Shane kind of got out of it for a while, and then all of a sudden he gets back into it, and so I try to help him out as much as I possibly can.
For 10 years, you kept trying to get me to come up here and do a cash days, and
when I met Shane,
I never would.
When I met Shane, is when we went to the Elk City street races.
God damn it! I thought you was gonna say Thunder Valley. Whenever they closed the track down, and this motherfucker's out there trying to make passes
in the rain.
What?
Remember at the
No,
fucking
no.
no
Yeah.
prep? He brings his fucking Vega up
Very
there,
first no
the
prep.
first fucking time, and everybody's going, Shawn, what's your buddy doing? And they had done turned the lights off and everything.
yeah.
And Shane fucking pulls back up there and does a burnout.
I was going to make a hit.
Yeah.
He was gonna make a
Yeah,
hit.
he was going to crash a Vega out there. Yeah. No, I remember that.
So everybody's going, Shawn, what's your buddy doing?
But
Even
that's the way
people-
you were when you moved up here.
Yeah.
You were the same fucking way. Everybody used to say to me, Chief, what's your buddy doing? I'm like, whoa, ho, Shawn, what are you doing? I was going to make a hit.
Look, man,
Yeah.
I was going to race.
That's the way.
Yeah.
That's the way Western people from Western Oklahoma are. You know, there's lines in Oklahoma on the difference in people. Thankfully, I'm not from here originally, so I can see these things. But there's a line. Like if you're from any further west than, let's say, what's past Yukon, but not quite El Reno.
Weatherford.
Because there's some weird people in El Reno, but Weatherford for sure.
Weatherford.
If you're from Weatherford or further west than that,
Yes.
you're different.
Yes.
If you're from east of I-35, you're
Yes.
fucking different.
Yeah, way
Period.
different.
Period.
Way more different than fucking
If
Western
you're from
Oklahoma.
anywhere southwest of McAllister, you're
Yes.
a goddamn Bigfoot.
Yes.
You're a Sasquatch. You really have
He works at night.
you you beat on the side of people's trailers and shit for fun.
Yes.
Like you have
Yes.
DNA from Sasquatch. Like this is real life. This is Oklahoma. People aren't from here, don't understand that. And y'all are from west of Weatherford. Now it makes you a little different. But I will admit, Shane is gold. And if you think for one second that by me saying, let me see the video of your car, if you think I ain't trying to take care of you, you're wrong. Okay, so I don't do that shit to be a dick.
You do it to make sure that he's ready because he may only get one more shot at the list.
So let's say for hypothetical situations for the show today, let's say that Shane's character is not that huge on our television show that we like to watch. So let's say Shane crashes the car and they finally get rid of him. You know what I mean? And he went out with a bang and it was a good episode. The ratings were probably huge and all that. But now we know that Shane will street.
Yes.
We know that he will. His
Oh,
buddy
yeah.
Jeremy won't. That pisses me off. But Shane will. So Shane will street. I believe that Shane will street.
Yes.
I'll street anytime, anywhere, any
I
place.
believe you will. I really do. I believe that you would more street if I was there. You know what I mean? If we're out of town somewhere and I said make a hit on the street, I think you'd do it. I don't think
Oh,
you'd
yeah.
have a problem with it. Do you?
Not at all. Not at all. He raced Booster after
Right.
we got rained out one night.
That's true. He did.
Yeah.
I mean, he put it. He
I put it in
crashed.
the
He
ditch.
would crash.
I
did
put it in the
crash.
ditch.
He did put it in the ditch.
You know
But
what?
it was raining.
Every time you
I mean, what are you
race,
gonna do? What are you gonna do? It was fucking raining.
Yeah.
every time you race and I'm not there, you fuck up.
I
This
know.
should be a lesson.
I know.
Because when you were testing at Thunder Valley, I wasn't there. You crashed. When you raced Boosted, I wasn't there. You crashed. When you raced the dude from Texas and got
With
beat.
the DFW SS shirt on.
Yeah, that was cool though.
Yeah, it was cool.
That was
Yeah.
real
I
street.
saw that and I was like, this dude's a fucking racer.
Yeah. So they don't give those shirts away just to anybody.
No.
If you got a DFWSS shirt,
That is a Limpy shirt.
pretty much
Yeah.
that gets you in.
Yes.
I don't care. You know, if you got it at the thrift store, I don't care. If you've got a DFWSS shirt that you got from Limpy
Then-
or from
then you're
Limpy's
legit
website,
right
you're
off the
legit.
fucking
I don't
bat.
care who you are.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And Z-Fan, he's the one who told me that a long time ago. He was like, we were standing at a street race and some guy walked up and I was like, who the fuck is that? And he was like, I don't know, but he's got a DFWSS shirt on. And I was like, is that something? He goes, well, I mean, he had to get that straight from Limpy. And I was like, oh, well, then I guess he's all right then,
Yeah.
right?
If Limpy gives you that shirt, then you're in.
So, I believe that Shane will street. Okay, but let's say you go out there and you're not ready, and you think you're ready because
Yeah.
you want to be on the show, you want to be on the list, you want to kick ass, you see an opportunity, you're going to jump in there, but you get beat off again. Not the good way. You know what I mean? Like you don't make it on the list, or you get your ass.
Most of the
kicked or
time, getting
whatever.
beat off is a good thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Or you crash again. You know what I mean? Like, well, I don't know. If you crash again, they're probably gonna let you back on the show anyway. But like at that point, you do two things. If you make it on the list with a fucking shit ass car that ain't fast, then you've hurt our list. You know what I mean? You made the list slower by grading on a curve. If you don't make it on the list and you get your ass kicked, well, then you may have ruined your chances at further racing
Yes.
in the immediate future.
Yeah, I know that.
Definitely going out of town with us. And shit.
So I want everybody on that list to be fast. So when I say that shit, like Is it fast? Are you street? Let me see the video, you know? And I thought that Jeremy was street. You know what I mean? And when we raced the Seminole against Detroit or whatever, and, you know, he seemed like he was street as, you know, 'cause when I talked to him the very first time he said he was going to get on the list, he said, I said, you build this car to be on television, or did you build this car to street race? Did you build this car to be on the show? Did you buy this car to be on the show, or did you do this to street race? And he said, I don't care what happens with the show. I built this car to street race it.
And you know what, man? I've known Jeremy a long time, too, and I've never known... It was weird. It was weird. I understand exactly what you're talking about because I saw it, too, and I almost had to beg him to take his car because otherwise I was going to take my car back out there.
The last time we went out of town...
It was almost like he didn't want to, and I've never seen that from Jeremy before.
The last time we went out of town, which Jeremy kind of sealed his fate with me on going out of town, when he came out and raced the first out-of-town event that he did, which was against Detroit, I think, right? Was it Detroit, or was it the Cali race?
It is Detroit.
In Seminole,
Detroit.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Detroit.
Yeah, he raced in Seminole, right? He
Yes.
did well.
Yes.
Okay. But that night, Jeremy was down for whatever. And I don't want to get way off subject here, but Jeremy was down for whatever. He would have raced the fastest guy we told him to or the slowest guys. He was a team guy, team player.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he was also itching to test and make hits and make sure his car was right.
Yeah.
And then something with this last out-of-town race, he just got weirded out.
Yeah,
And
Shane, you weren't there, but...
I don't know what happened there, but he didn't want to test. He didn't want to...
In Memphis?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't there the night before.
Yeah, no.
You were there for the race.
I couldn't make it, but
Yeah,
I made it
Memphis
the
race.
next
The night
night.
before,
Yeah.
it was like...
It was like there was something wrong, and he wouldn't talk to me about it. I kept
But
asking him.
he was by himself.
I wasn't.
And I don't know if that
That's
was
why
it.
That's why I was coming to
I don't
help
know
him.
if that was what it was, but he was by himself. Normally, he at least has his wife there with him.
Right.
She was
No,
in
she-
a
I thought
motel
she was
sleep.
there. Oh.
No, she was in
Yeah.
a motel sleep.
Well, and maybe it was because he was by himself. I don't know. I need to
But
talk to
it
him
really
about
was
it.
weird. Like,
Because when I
he
asked the
wasn't
group...
the Jeremy that I know.
Yeah.
Who was like, fucking right, I'm ready to take my car.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
thing. Usually, he'll be the first one to make a test hit because his car's always ready to go. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And like when I raced him on TV and that night he broke the rocker and everything, he still raced me. Like
Yes.
the dude's down. So it did weird me out. I need to talk to him about it rather than I guess blow him up on the show here about it. But I need to talk to him. But it's been busy. We've been busy.
He'll race, but it's he's got a lot hanging over his head right now. He's got a CDL license. Man, if he gets caught and loses
I understand
that,
that. So
man,
don't.
he's-
don't.
yeah, but
So
you can't have both lives.
I know.
So go do something
I know.
else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get it. I'm
I
not.
don't
I'm not
really
hating on
care. They've took my license before. I don't care.
I don't think you care about.
They'll give
much,
it.
though.
They'll give it back again.
I don't think you care about anybody who drives a Vega. Don't care about a whole lot.
Oh, everybody asked me if he was all right after the crash. I mean, he's no worse than what he was before the crash.
No, you told me. I said, have you heard from Shane? Is he okay? You said, well, they're talking about brain damage, but that was way before the crash. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
This was like the day after
Yeah,
it
I was
happened.
like, God
There
damn.
is no too soon. Everybody was
Yeah.
like, is Shane all right? Well, I don't know, man. He's got brain damage, but the doctor said he already had that.
Yeah. But you're okay. Like, what
Yeah,
all did
yeah.
What all did you injure besides your pride?
Yeah. Well,
Because it was
Let-
ruthless video.
Yeah, and you actually did get flown to Oklahoma City.
yeah, they
And-
metaflighted
You
me
went in a
out with.
helicopter?
Yeah.
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 How was that?
By the way, that's $48,000. Just to let you know that I
A
haven't paid.
helicopter ride is $48,000.
Yeah, from them.
Your
yeah.
buddy Vince has a helicopter. We could
Yeah.
have borrowed it.
Yeah, I hadn't paid him yet
Yeah.
either. So
Show you right. He lands that bitch right in his front yard.
Dude, I'm not kidding you guys. We went to fucking pick up some transmission parts, and Sean's buddy had a fucking helicopter in his front yard over here in Yukon. And I was like, hey, this guy's got a helicopter.
Yeah.
Just
Wow.
chilling in his front yard.
Wow.
You could have took that one, Shane.
yeah,
He probably would have
Yeah.
charged you half
I
of
could.
that.
I
I think
could.
it's just a one-seater.
Yeah. Who knows?
Well, surely somebody can go on your lap.
But
Sure, you can pump them on the handlebars.
But
Yeah.
anyways,
they.
to talk about the whole him, and I even told him, I was like, look, man, he was like, hey, I brought this, my car just in case. And I was like, well, did you let Chief know that you was bringing the car? And he's like, no. And I was like, well, you know how he is, man. You need to pull him to the side, and you need to talk to him about it. I said, is your
if
car
you do it
ready?
in front of everybody, I'm going to bust you on it.
Exactly.
I'm going to bust
Yeah.
on you. You're gonna
Exactly.
look stupid.
And I said,
Well, I
you
wanted
need
to talk.
to know that
I
your
wanted
car
to
is
talk to
right.
you earlier, a couple weeks before that, but you were busy and never. I just.
Well, the only reason I asked that shit is because I can tell you one thing. In my opinion, this may not be true, but so far it's worked out great for me. In my opinion, if somebody's shit's ready and it's making fast hits on the street, I know about it. Because if you'd have made a fast hit on the street that was super fast, wicked, and cool, and you had a video of it, you'd have sent it to me. Or you
yeah.
just send it to somebody I know, and they just said, "God damn, look at Shane's car on the street."
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that's why it's very easy for me to say, "Well, is it? Have you made any hits on the street? Is it fast? Let me see it." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause
Who's
I
the
don't-
last person you raced on the street?
And that's my big question. Who's the last
Yeah.
person you beat on the street? Who's the
Yeah.
last person beat you on the street? Just like that guy last night last week with the Corvette and the the bump box guy. Like I asked him, "Well, how do you normally do this
Yeah.
at home?"
Well-
and he went,
Hey.
"Oh yeah, I
He
know."
Well,
don't.
the
He
tree
don't.
drops.
Yeah, I said, okay. So you see the
Yeah.
problem here.
That dude's so upset, man.
I got
You know,
I got-
him and Kentucky almost got into a fight in Georgia. Like, he's standing on the starting line whenever I made a pass. And I think it was one of the ones that I smoked the tires. You know, I went to the...
No, that was the pass we won. He said you didn't race nobody, and then me and Kentucky told him we needed to fuck off. And
Yeah.
where was
Well, he's
he?
up there mouthing off. Well, he's already
What?
out. He was in my class. That motherfucker done got put out. I don't even think he qualified.
No.
He already got put on the trailer.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't make it
and he
because
got-
Oh, he never
he
even
didn't make it.
qualified.
He didn't make it because during qualifying, he was next to me, and I think he was trying to make a statement.
Oh,
But unfortunately, there ain't no statement to be made next to that Chrome mod.
No.
So he got the gap bad. He got gapped out real bad. That was the one pass he lines up next to me. That was my 399.
yeah, that's not good for him.
And he blowed that motherfucker up bad.
Oh,
The oil
wow.
trail the whole way
shit.
around and everything. And I was being cool. I was like, damn, that sucks, brother. I'm sorry to see that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know he was being a dick to you guys.
Well, they said at the starting line whenever he was watching my car race, all he did was fucking mouth off. So Kentucky and Phantom and him, I guess there's almost another fight there.
Hell yeah.
I guess they're lucky that fucking Kayla wasn't there.
It was so
Yeah.
it was so bad that what's the skinny dude that tunes everybody's car?
Barnhill?
Oh yeah, Barnhill.
Tra-
He
Patrick.
come up the next day and apologized for that dude.
Oh, Patrick Barnhill tunes his car?
Yeah.
Oh, well, no wonder.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm just kidding,
Oh.
Barnhill. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Barn Door.
That's
Calm
wrong.
down. Calm down. Don't beat me up. We're still going to party at PRI.
Hey, Barn Door's pretty cool, dude.
Patrick Barnhill is one of my friends.
Yeah, he is.
So I'm just fucking with him, guys. Jeez.
But he blows a lot of shit up.
No, I didn't say that. You said that.
I just got it from you.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I said he had a big nose. You said he. How did we do this? This is why everybody hates us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our circle
sorry.
of friends is very small.
Yeah, but Patrick Barnhill's a real piece of shit like we are. I don't
Yeah.
think it matters. He loves us for who we are.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Well, he
care.
always comes up and seems to talk to me. So, and anybody who does that, I feel like is all right.
Yeah, he
You know what
likes
I mean?
us. I've
I feel
partied
like
with
he likes
him,
us.
and I feel like that he's real genuine type dude.
Yeah.
So
at least as much as us.
yeah. So Shane.
So, anyways, even after I I feel like that if I'm going to give you some advice,
You should take it.
you probably should take it because I give very, very few people advice.
Yeah, because you don't care.
No, because I don't give a shit
Yep.
if you go out and make yourself look stupid.
Right.
And how many times have we made ourselves look stupid and then learned
And we paid
everything
for
the
it.
hard way?
Right, so why would we give that to somebody else? But
Exactly.
you tried to help out Shane, and he didn't do it, right?
But a lot of times Shane don't listen to me.
I don't think
Yeah.
Shane listens to a
Yeah.
lot of people.
Well, that's what makes him him. You
Mm-hmm.
know?
Hymns.
Yes.
So you told him
He
not to
probably
do
still
that.
has Holly FI on the car.
You told him not to call me out. Not to call out the list.
I told him to not come up to you unless he's ready.
He
Right.
said,
and then once
make
you
sure
said
you're
something
ready.
about a video, I was like, fucking right. Finally, somebody is going to show you a fucking video.
Yeah.
And then after you walked off, he goes, I do have video, man, but it didn't make a good hit.
Yeah, don't show me
Yeah.
no video of it making
Yeah,
shit.
don't show him a video of it smoking the fucking tires.
Yeah.
But you were out testing, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, it just hadn't made any good hits yet.
yeah. I made a good hit the next
Don't.
day. I sent
Where?
you that video.
Yeah, yeah. God
don't-
damn
God,
it, Shane.
I know.
You got video?
Yeah,
Where?
sir.
Oh, yeah, that's a good street.
See that? Yeah, that's where I would race.
It's a good road.
That's where I would
Good
race.
prep.
And a prep fucking road that you just
Yeah,
totaled your
it
other
wa-
car on.
Yeah, it
Car
was.
number 3.
Hey, well, sometimes you gotta get back on that horse and ride it.
I guess.
Shane, did you go to SEMA?
Yes.
Okay, wait a minute. One more thing. Your injuries.
Yeah,
are
well, yeah. We gave
non-existent.
back
Like,
to
what
that.
did you actually tear up? What did you actually hurt beside your pride?
Left eye bleeding in my left eye in 2 spots.
It looked good.
The retina was bruised and I wasn't seeing straight.
I mean, what did something poke you in the eye, or I
No,
mean, you had a helmet
no,
on, right?
no.
Wasn't an open face.
Concussion.
Just from a
ma-
concussion that
You
did
hit
that.
the bars.
Major concussion.
Your
yeah.
helmet was too
And
big, probably.
inside the cage, it just slam my head inside there.
If you,
Well, I mean, I saw the crash. I mean, last night, that was the first time I saw it because, of course,
Yeah.
for some reason, we weren't invited to that deal.
yeah, I remember.
I remember we didn't know nothing about it, remember?
Every time he crashes.
Even though
yeah.
every time somebody comes to Oklahoma and races, they see the big chief. I mean, that's part
for
of
that
that's part
time.
of your deal. Except this time, and then he crashes. So, anyways, after that, I see inside the car, man, you did fairly well, man. It looked like you was holding onto the steering wheel, and then all of a sudden, I didn't see your hands anymore. Like they came off the steering wheel, and then
Your belts looked really loose. Your helmet looked too big.
it looked like he was sliding around a little bit in the car.
They were tight, as tight as I could get them. Now, I could probably have been tighter. Somebody could have come in there and snugged them down some more. You know, you can only get them so tight yourself.
I don't
Well, I
know.
don't know.
I get mine.
I've never seen anybody fucking get them as tight as this
I
guy.
get-
Well, have you ever saddled
After
a
you-
horse?
Mine are always
Yeah.
loose.
You ever
Yeah,
saddled
then
a
you go,
horse? You knee that mother in the
And then-
stomach,
Yeah.
and when he blows all the air out, you cinch it down. I do that to myself.
saddled a horse. No.
No.
I haven't, but I have seen people do it.
But I've saddled a horse.
I'm
so-
traumatized of horses from when I was a little kid. But that's another
Let's
story.
not talk about that.
Yeah, no, that's another story.
Yeah.
Was it in Tijuana?
No, it wasn't. It was in Sayre where other things are
Oh,
fucked up.
man.
The horses
Yeah.
are fucked up out there too. So
Really?
I think so.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, the horse was probably messing around
probably.
like everybody else in
Woo!
Sayre.
Yeah.
One of my
Everybody's.
It's
buddies
It's bad.
got murdered last night in Sayre.
what?
Yep.
That's not good.
Yeah, I went to high school with the dude.
Shane really gives a shit. He said that's not good.
Yeah.
Who-
Murder.
Who was it?
Then they burnt his house down after they
Yeah.
killed him.
Damn.
Wow.
What is this? The first 48?
I didn't-
Look,
this, is
Darryl.
this is the first
Well,
48.
Since we're talking about that,
Who was it that got
I'm
killed?
not going to talk about
Oh,
that.
okay.
I don't want to talk about
Okay.
it, but
All right, good
a
call.
big contributor to the Sayre Street races, Troy Jones, passed away. He usually lent
Troy
us.
Jones is in Troy Jones Equipment?
Yes, he
No
passed
shit.
away. Yes,
Damn.
he usually lent equipment and light tires and stuff for us to use.
Yeah, I
and
used to
he
get all my
passed away.
stuff from there. I probably still have an outstanding bill there.
Probably
This ain't the guy that got murdered, though?
no
Okay. How did he pass away? Troy Jones.
health issues. Yeah, yeah.
That'll do it. Okay.
Diabetic.
Wow.
Well, that's 2 dead people on the show so far today.
Anyways,
Thanks,
moving on.
guys.
Yeah.
But your injuries was eyeballs and
Eyeball concussion, major bruising on my legs, and what else was there? Just
So you made it out. You're
yeah,
okay.
yeah. I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
So let's get to what
But
everybody really cares about, man. How was Bob?
Bob,
Unfortunately,
okay.
he made it.
Yeah, he's a multi amputee now.
I heard
Yeah.
he couldn't feel his
But,
legs.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he's definitely
Arms don't work.
he's definitely a
They said
multi-amputee.
that when they got to the car, Shane had brain damage and Bob couldn't feel his legs, so they figured everything was okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I had some
Jesus.
choice words with Bob. I don't know if they'll ever show it, but yeah.
Oh, it was Bob's fault?
I don't know, but I don't remember. But everyone
you were
tells
still
me
at that
I was
So
Yeah.
instead of
calling him
Vega,
a sailor.
instead of Francisco Vega posting a picture of you saying Jesus grabbed the wheel like he does for everybody else that crashes, he needs to have Bob grab the
Yeah,
wheel.
yeah.
Yeah.
Francisco Vega, my favorite troll. If you
Yeah.
don't like him, fuck you.
He
Yeah,
is
Get
I
on-
like that guy.
savage,
Go
man.
check out his
Yeah.
Facebook, Francisco Vega. He's the man. He really needs to start his own fan page because he is my
Yes.
favorite troll
Yeah.
on the internet. He is
And nothing is too soon.
he
for
is
that
beyond surpassed Justin McDaniel. I
Yes.
mean, when our buddy from that other show crashed his when he put it on small tires and tried to do a no prep, Francisco Vega literally that day or the next
Oh,
day
it's-
had the
it's
picture of the Jesus take the wheel. I mean, dude, the guy is savage as fuck. And you know what though? Hey, I'll give it to him. He don't give a fuck.
guy. No,
No.
not
He'll
at
fight
all.
you.
Not
He'll
at all.
fight
Yeah,
you.
no, he'll fight you right there.
He ain't a big dude, but he'll fight you. He don't give a fuck. If you want to start some shit, he'll fight you. And
Yep.
and you know he wins a
Don't
lot. This
answer
is
that.
unknown.
Yeah, don't answer it unknown.
Why not?
Answer it on air.
Why not? Hello.
Hey, did you get my dog fish the other time?
Hello.
What?
Yeah, did you see my dog?
See his
Did you
dog.
what?
Feed his dog.
I'm trying to find my dog. Is he over at your place again? Little Jimmy needs to get fed. You know, you don't see my dog.
So that's my life.
I had somebody call me 3
Yeah.
times in a row. The other
My
night.
dog over your
That
place.
was-
Answer it.
That was you know who
Who's
that
that fucking
is.
around?
You know who that is. This is what happens. So a guy comes on the show. He thinks he's going to be a big deal. He does something pretty good and almost outruns me.
What's that?
And then because we move on really quick, You know what I mean? Especially if you're not a real badass street racer and you're just trying to get some free parts or whatever. It doesn't matter what color you paint your car. It doesn't matter how crazy you act. Doesn't matter how spiked your hair is. Like, at the end of the day,
how many lines you got in it?
At the end of the day, you're gonna get in where you fit in.
Yes.
And so we moved on really quick because it was over.
Yes.
And just like I've said before, like,
and still you won that race.
I don't remember like half.
Oh God.
Yeah.
How the fuck does he have my number?
Because he has everybody's number.
He doesn't have my number.
Yeah, he does. Obviously.
Obviously, he does.
What do you mean how? It's not that hard to get. If you got my number, it's not hard to get your number.
Well, your number's fucking all over the truck stop bathroom walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Mine's not.
Yeah, I don't know. It's out there somewhere. Plus, there's guys on our own show that hate us, that talk to him. You know what I mean? And they're going to give him our numbers because they think it's funny. But the bottom line is, like, we do so many out-of-town races that we forget about the fake ones. We forget about the nobodies. We just move on because the next cool thing happens, and we totally forgot about the shit that happened then.
Yes.
And guys like him, they can't deal with that. They think that this is supposed to be a big deal. You know what I mean? They think that this was supposed to be their rise to greatness, and they were going to get their own show and all this. And so whenever we just move on, they can't take it. And so they resort to the smallest things, like prank calling and like calling me and trying to disguise their fat voice to sound like someone who is missing a dog. You know what I mean? When it's clearly obvious who it is, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just, it's so gross. Just, but that's my life. That is my life now. I have to answer the phone to listen to people.
I don't answer the phone very often.
Well, I'm dialing for dollars every day. So my next phone call that comes in could be somebody wanting to give me money to go NHRA racing. And right now I'm short. Right now I need right now I'm in the red, guys.
Yeah.
I want to go racing, you know what I mean? And I want to go NHRA racing. And so every day I'm dialing for dollars. I'm calling companies. I'm calling people that I know with money, and I'm trying to get anything I can to go racing next year in the NHRA on a 12 race schedule with the Pro Mod, with the Crow Mod, and with my car and my shit, my people, and you know. And so every phone call that comes in, I got to answer it now, and it sucks because you know it could be a guy that like that won't get over it, you know
or
what
it
I
could
mean?
be a guy who's wanting to give you $1 million.
Exactly. So I got to answer it, you know what I mean? And so that's my life. That's become my life now. But if you do want to give me some money and I don't answer it, text me first. Just text me and say, hey, I'm the guy that's wanting to give you some money. And, you know, I don't need a lot of money. Like, I mean, I could use a lot of money, but I mean, if you only got 50 or 100 grand, you know, I'm good with that. Text me, you know. At this point, I'm looking for anything I can to go racing next year.
You can get you a little sticker.
Yeah, or, you know, or if no one else gives any money after you, you could still be a big sticker for even 100 grand. Like,
or if you have a big rig.
Or if you have any kind of rig.
Yeah.
If you have a truck and trailer that you're not using for 17 and you want to let me borrow it for 12 races, wrap it with whatever you want.
Yeah,
be awesome.
black.
Yeah, hell, it could be, you know, hell, Stinky Pinky. If he's feeling a little bit left out,
we could hang out with him.
He could Stinky Pinky up. He could he's got a truck and trailer. He could give me. You know,
he did have a nice motor.
Yeah,
I mean,
he did.
I'm not gonna let him go with me. You know what I mean? But
what if that would be the deal?
What do you mean?
You have to take him with you.
Oh no, I got a lot of those deals that I won't take them.
Yeah.
So.
No, the deal is.
Well, the deal is we can't fucks with a lot of people.
Well, and you don't know where I'm going to go next.
Well, and you don't either, though.
Right, and I can't promise anything.
Yeah.
So like
we're really good at burning bridges.
Well, they like the way to the next one.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Just like after SEMA, everybody goes home. I didn't make it.
No, you didn't. I didn't see you for a week after SEMA.
It took me a little while to get home.
Yeah.
That's a long road.
But ask me if I was worried about you.
Well, no. Why would you be worried about me?
I'm not.
No.
You're a grown ass fucking man.
I'm something like one.
Well.
So.
You got a little age.
But I made it home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Eventually
every
I
Tuesday.
show back.
You had to come back for Tuesday.
Got to be back for Tuesday anyway to do the podcast because that's every Tuesday thing. Shawn on the show, you beat Doc again. This time was bad.
Oh man.
Yes.
And this time you could tell it humbled him.
Yes.
He said, "Well, you know, I did all this stuff to make it lightweight, and we just haven't got it figured out yet. But Shawn's got a #1 car, and what do you expect?" He said that. He actually said that. It's very rare for Doc to be humble. And Shawn said, "Hey, man, what can you expect? He's got a #1 car." That's the first time he said some shit like that. So that was kind of cool. You actually you beat him bad enough that it stung.
Yeah, and there was no excuse or anything.
Except for he had a new car and it's not figured
Right.
out.
Well, I mean, there's going to
But
be
that's
some sort of excuse.
But that's not. But for Doc, that's hardly even an excuse.
Yeah, exactly.
And I even told Doc that, hey man, your car's fucking fast,
And like
and
you
it
said,
is.
we'll meet again, and you know.
Yeah, but I'm telling you right now, man, and this is tough to say, but if he would have made the pass against Monza, that against me, he probably would have outran me.
Yeah, and if Snake's, you know,
No, exactly.
You
No,
know-
I
you know
get
the
it.
deal.
I'm just saying his fucking car is light.
it's too early in the
And
morning
it's
to
fast.
be fucking doing sayings that I
Yeah.
can't remember. But
Yeah, but I get what you mean.
if frogs had machine
They
guns,
didn't-
snakes wouldn't fuck with them. That's what
They
it is.
didn't show it, but I tried to call Doc out after I raced Monza and won. I tried to call him out, and he said, "No, I called Shawn at the end." Well, I didn't see it. Are you
He
sure
did,
about
though.
that?
I remember that. Yeah, he did.
And-
Because he called you back out to run from you because you made that pass. I remember
Yeah.
that.
Jesus.
I tried to call him out, but he wasn't. He said he wasn't letting that happen.
I remember that what in the episode where you raced Monza, Shane. That is the coolest thing Doc's ever done. I'm just gonna let you guys know. When Shane comes over after getting beat and says, "Good race," blah 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 blah. I tried, and then as he's walking off, and Doc is clapping his hands and smiling real big and creepy, and he says, "Welcome to the top 5, Shane." And then Shane walks off, dude. That was the coolest thing Doc's ever done. To me, that was so fun
Yes,
because
it
it was
was.
like it reminded me of like, you know, Doc's a sophomore, you know, or so Doc's a junior or senior in high school, and Shane's a freshman. You know,
Yeah,
it was like
yeah.
JV football all over again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And somebody just gets laid the fuck
Yeah,
out,
because, like,
and you stand
Yep.
over them and say,
No, that happened to me.
"Welcome to high school."
That happened to me. I
Yep.
was in freaking high school football, and I thought I was a big deal because I was bigger. You know what I mean? And I was I'd played football before, but I'd never played in Oklahoma. Or I played for Hoover Middle School for a little while, but you know, no one really knows with that group of felons.
Yeah.
But I started playing for Putnam City, and you do 3-quarter drills. You know what I mean? And it's like my second day, and I think I'm a big deal. And you do 3-quarter drills with guys who want to let you know what second day is like, and they're not 3-quarter at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I'm 3-quarter because I've been doing 2-a-days for 3 weeks. You know what I mean? And these guys are like, they get to practice with the JV boys. So
Yeah.
this is not 3-quarter. Laid me on my fucking ass. There was all that atmosphere out there. I couldn't breathe any of it. Couldn't get any air. And he stood over me and said, "Welcome to football." And I was like, that's the way I felt whenever Doc said that to Shane. It was fucking great, dude. I love it. That was one of the coolest things Doc's ever done. Sorry.
Every once in a while, Doc will say something fucking
Yeah.
funny.
I know. And then,
And
And then 2
Monza,
minutes later, something awkward comes out.
yeah, he does.
but
And then Monza, when he goes to say something, when he speaks, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
yeah, because it's
He
like
may not
sits
say
there and
nothing.
thinks
He
about it for
doesn't
3
fucking
days.
talk much, but whenever he opens his mouth, it's
It's go-
usually gold.
It's going to be
like He
good.
sits there and thinks about it for 3 days and goes, "Okay, I'm going to go ahead and
Yep.
say something now."
Yep.
I like Monza though. Monza's cool. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He's not good at the podcast, but he has made the most shit stirred up about the podcast.
Yes.
But we had him on the podcast at SEMA, and he really didn't say anything. And when he did
No, he
say it, he
didn't.
didn't say it into the camera or the microphone or anything.
No.
I hung out with Monzo a lot at SEMA.
Yeah. I
We
tried to
went
hang out
down
with y'all,
and-
but I could never get caught
Well,
up with y'all.
Well, you got to get on my level, man. If you're going to be in SEMA with me, you got to be on my level.
Yeah, at least be on Sean's level to hang out with me. You ain't gonna get on my level anyway.
Ain't nobody going to get on Chief's level.
Nobody's
I
getting
feel
on
like I'm
Chief's
the closest.
You are.
Yeah.
You're the of everybody I've hung out with. You're the you hang on the closest to than anybody. Nobody else can hang with the kind of party I bring.
No, SEMA is party.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
a party.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you do when you're
Yeah.
there.
Well, I know.
But I hung out before the party even, you know. I was drunk before I went with you and partied.
No, me and you were getting drunk before we got on the plane.
Yes. And
Sean likes to party quick.
yeah, I hit the chip really quick.
He gonna make a hit.
I'm heavy out of the gates.
I like to drive around the block and check out the spot a little bit. Not
me.
Sean. Sean likes to get there, unload it, make it late.
Yeah, exactly. Me and Monza played blackjack for a good 4 hours.
I remember.
You know, and we had a good time, man. And
Dave tried
I
to play.
feel like his wife likes me now. You know,
Dave, we buried the hatchet.
we buried the hatchet, and everything is good.
It's awesome.
We even talked about bringing podcast number 3 back.
Hey,
You know,
Until
that's not-
until we bag on him again at some point and she loses the trust and everything goes to shit.
Yeah.
As of right now, though, we got a pretty good little thing going.
I saw her at the races the other night, and I waved at her like this.
Yeah, I hugged her.
Hey, and you hugged her? She didn't get that close to me.
I hugged her
I
somewhere.
would've gave her a hug, though.
I hugged her somewhere. I don't remember where it was though. I'm sure Monza was there.
I think it's cool though. You know, I mean, most of my buddies' wives don't like me. You know, and that's fine. Yeah, that's what your buddy is for, to take the blame.
Yeah.
You know, you blame everything on your buddy
It was Shawn.
until your wife gets smart enough to go, it's not his fault.
That you're an idiot.
You're the one that did it.
You're an idiot.
You know, and I'm like, yeah, I know. My wife's smarter than that, though. She
mean, that
realizes
works
that my
with
buddies
wives.
don't talk me into anything.
That works with wives, parents, schools, teachers,
Yes.
everybody. And you know, my whole life, no one has ever believed that anyone talked me into anything. Ever.
Well, you're the one.
I'm the one.
Yeah.
I was anointed that when I was very young. People realized, oh, that's the one right there.
I was always the one, too.
Yeah. So when you get 2 number ones,
Then,
that's a party.
yeah.
I moved up the list. I get every week. I move up one spot.
One spot.
Dude, I remember this night because this night I raced Jeremy, but Jeremy broke, and I thought, I'm not going to get to race again. Here we go again.
Yep.
I'm not going to get to race. And you can't be a dickhead, and you can't take everybody's spot moving up, because then you didn't race anybody to get there. So what's you know what I mean? But I knew that I had a number 1 car, and I knew I could be number 1 in one season, and I wanted to make that happen. And it was coming down to the wire, and it was just wearing me out. So when Jeremy's car broke, I was like, that's it. I'm never going to get to number 1 now. And then Jeremy decided to race me anyway. And I knew that Reaper didn't want that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then whenever it came time for me to race Reaper, and Reaper come over there and said he's got a little oil leak,
Yeah,
and a little train. Dude,
I
can
don't
you?
get that.
How
that
can
was
you?
the best pass his car's
Ever made.
He
Ever
should have
made.
raced you right then and there.
Not just that, but how
think
can
he heard
you
it.
walk over to a guy and say, "Hey, man, I got a little bit of an oil leak, a little bit of a tranny leak." Okay,
Well, to
now,
a guy who has
to a
laid
guy-
oil all over the
to a guy whose oil pan, they're bolting the oil pan back on the car from changing the main bearings in between passes. Okay, I worked my fucking ass off. My guys worked their fucking ass off. We went through every spare part we had, every lap, to make these races happen. You're gonna come over and tell me you got a little bit of an oil leak, so you don't want to race? Like, dude.
I think he
Yeah,
heard
but
it.
I'll tell you what's even worse is you could see the look on your face of frustration. I mean, it was full blown. You really didn't even look at him. You just looked,
Dude,
and you just
I had
glared like,
I had the 1,000-yard
I
stare.
can't fucking believe that this is going to happen. And you go, well,
Nobody understands though.
all
week-
right,
Yeah,
man. And he just turned around and walked off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were
All
excited
week.
earlier.
It was like Uncle
And then
Buck,
all of a sudden,
all
bam.
right, bye-bye, hun.
Yeah.
After she goes, well, I have to go now.
All week, every night, I'm up till 4 or 5 in the morning by myself. After the guys get done working on the car, I'm still looking at data, still working on the car, still trying to make the car right, scaling the car, trying to find ways to make it faster, trying to find ways to make it hook, trying to put different tires, bigger tires, moving things around. Like, I'm doing that all week because I'm excited that I get to race, and I'm not the type of guy. I don't like to go out there and hold on to things. I'm not the guy that does that. I'm not the guy that goes out there and wants to be number 1 so he can hold on to it. I don't want to be number 5 so I can hold on to it. I don't want to be number 4. Like, I only want to be number 1, and I only want to race a lot. Like, I'm the guy that wants to make 10 hits a night. You know what I mean? Because each hit to me is learning something, and that's what I get off on. Well, dude, after all that work and all that shit, you're going to tell me you have a small oil leak and you ain't going to race me? It's like, dude.
And it would have been the last race of the night anyway.
I know. And, dude, I walked in the trailer, and you couldn't see it, but I walked in the trailer, and when I got past the trailer wall there, I took my hat off and threw it in the trailer. I threw a fucking fit, a little child's fit in there, because I just couldn't believe it. Another Saturday night where I race one race and go home. That was driving me insane. You spend all that money, you do all that time, work all that hard.
Yes.
Everything happens, and then you fight with everybody all week, and then you make one pass and put it in the trailer. Dude, it just drains me.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's what I do too, but I only race Doc.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was just bent, completely bent out of shape on that whole deal, and it sucked. But, you know, especially to make a pass as fast as I made. You know
That was
what I
a
mean?
good pass.
It was
Yeah,
a good pass.
it was a good pass.
You know, and the other thing was I knew that Dave wasn't going to be there the next week. You know what I mean? At the time,
Well,
there was
the
a list
whole
race.
Dave
Dave,
deal not fucking wanting to race you anyways, man. Come on.
it's irritating, but, you know, whatever. I understand what he's trying to do. He knew that he was going to be one of the only guys to ever beat the Crow Mod on the street, and he was going to keep it that way.
and he was
also
never going to race you again.
And he knew that, and he said that, and he knew that he had a bunch of appearance stuff coming up where he sells T-shirts and stuff, and he knew that he wasn't going to make some of those list races, so it didn't matter. He knew that at some point he was going to go below me and not have to worry about it, and so that's why I wanted to race Reaper that night, because I wanted to get the call out in
Yeah.
on Dave, because I knew the next week he wasn't going to be there. I at least wanted the call out in to say, hey, I'm going to race you, period. And then if if he doesn't want to race or if he wants to not show up, oh well, at least I got the call out in. At least he knew. At least it's not the type of situation where it's like, well, I didn't know Chief was going to call me out. I had an appearance thing to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just knew that Dave was going to be the one and Dave was the only one that I really wanted to beat because he actually did give me a good race earlier that season. So it sucked because I knew that since Reaper wasn't going to race me, I knew that that I wasn't going to get my shot at calling out Dave that week. And so then the next week, just like clockwork, Dave doesn't show up. He's in an appearance, and I got to take the spot without earning it. You know what I mean? And that sucks. But you know,
there's nothing you can do about that.
No,
that's not on you.
That's what he wanted to do, and whatever. It worked out for him, I guess. You know, but that just goes to show you when guys are on the list to be number one, and guys are on the list just because they want to be there. You know what I mean? Like. Yeah. I was stopping at nothing. There was no T-shirt sales. There was no appearance. There was no nothing that was going to keep me from being number one. So, you know, and that's what I wanted to do. And so now the next week, I've got next week you're racing Doc.
Again.
Imagine that. Racing fucking Doc.
You're off the list now.
I'm off.
Boosted's 10.
I'm in recovery.
Next week is probably going to be the Elko trying to come back, right?
I don't know.
At some point, the Elko tries to come back, and then, and I got to race Reaper, and then, oh yeah, I remember now.
I don't.
I end up racing Reaper.
Tune in next week.
Times. Yeah, check it out. Next week's gonna be a good one for sure.
Yeah.
But, I will say, you know, a lot of the farm truck and Asian stuff misses its mark with us because we're so engulfed in this racing crap. That Cadillac chair is cool. That chair is cool. I don't care. I mean, I really think it's cool. I don't think it's a good way to spend your time, but I would definitely buy one of those chairs and put it in my office.
Yeah, but no, I get it. I like that too. But
I like that kind of stuff, but I don't understand why. Yeah, where does it fit in with street racing? I don't know, but that's them. You know what I mean? So.
But they should be out racing the
right.
truck.
And the thing that killed, man, it also killed me. We need to get Asian on the show to talk about this stuff, but the thing that killed me, dude, is that Farm Truck he's hanging on to this thing, and I don't know what the deal is, but it's like he has an automated response now for everything, and he doesn't actually look at anything before he says it. So that car pulls in, the car is driving down the road. It's a new Mustang.
That's a race car.
And as soon as it pulls in, he goes, "That's a race car." What? What the fuck is he talking about? Like, you do that so much.
Yeah, and then he puts 15 cars on it.
But you do that so much that it starts to become, oh, this is his go-to excuse. He calls every car a race car. You know what I mean? Like,
and
at
if he
some
loses,
point, Farm Truck needs to
loses to
understand that, you know, you look stupid by calling a stock Mustang with twin turbos a race car.
But
you know,
Farm Truck's fast. I mean, that fucking truck is pretty goddamn fast.
Yeah.
So
right.
he should be racing race cars.
Well, even if he doesn't want to race cars, if he doesn't want to get beat, whatever, that's not his thing. Okay, but don't call a stock Mustang with twin turbos a race car.
At least race something that's at least the
you know what I mean?
of what
And
you
if you
got.
want to, if you want to race Mustangs and shit all the time, then race them. But don't pretend that they're race cars. Whenever you make 1,200 horsepower, documented on television on the dyno, you make 1,200 horsepower with a fucking 16-inch wide tire. Yes. And you weigh the same as that fucking Mustang, and you're gonna call it a race car when you can't drive your shit to Tulsa. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks, you know, because I love the farm truck. I want to see the farm truck do good, but I don't understand some of the things that he's gotten into this habit of calling things a race car. Whenever, like, dude, that was not a race car. It didn't even have like a real cage in it. You know what I mean? If it had anything, it was a bolting cage. The only thing that was cool about it is the guy that was driving the car. Just gets on my fucking nerves.
I don't know the dude.
Yeah, you do.
I do?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
That dude comes out, whenever we'd be out at 39th or Northern Expressway at the street races.
He used to have a GTO?
The drunk guy.
The drunk guy that hit somebody in the nuts or something that one night.
Fuck, what's it now? That guy's a fucking...
Blake. Isn't his name Blake? Billy. No, Blake. I don't remember. He hit some guy in the nuts? I don't remember that. He had a...
You punked him out one night, right?
Yeah.
He was really fucking drunk, and
because he run over. He run over the
stupid.
girl I had with me at the time.
Yeah,
we were.
Yeah, that's the dude I'm talking about.
They were
he used
going
to have a
race.
silver GTO.
No, you're
I'm
thinking
thinking
of
of
Clint.
Clint.
No,
that guy's
me and Clint have had our problems in the past too. But But no, this was me and Clint are actually okay now. I think the last couple times I've seen him, we've been okay.
I haven't seen him in a long time or talked to him in a long time. Of course,
he does
we don't
have
get a chance to fucking do any
he
of that
does
shit.
have a really cool GTO, and it does have. The last time I heard it, it had it sounded really killer. It had a really nasty cam in. But no, this dude is the dude who has the Mustangs. Always has newer Mustangs. He's always had money, and he used to run around with Lipscomb and them. But he would always come out with some newer Mustang, and he would always try and be cool, but he had that, like, he's trying to be cool, but yet he's trying to let you know that he's better than you all the time, you know?
Probably
Yeah.
had a North Face jacket on?
Nonstop, yes.
Oh, okay.
And,
yeah.
and like,
I'm
he's
just going
trying
to go ahead and throw this out there. If
He
you wear a
always-
North Face jacket, I don't feel like we can be friends.
especially at a street race. And he always, you know, unless you're a girl, girls can wear them. I don't care about girls wearing them, but dudes can't wear them. But dude, this dude has always been that guy, and he's always tried to be cool.
I don't have one.
And,
No, I would assume that you don't have anything
Yeah.
North Face.
and he always tries to like make you feel like you're kind of trashy, even
Well,
though
I am
he's
trashy.
hammered at a street race.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His wife and shit's at home. You know,
The
so,
last
like,
place to be drunk at.
yeah. So, but one night we were at Wilshire, and I think Wiley was racing. Which, of course, back then Wiley raced every night.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
raced Wiley 3,000 times probably, but Wiley was racing a Supra Sun. You remember Sun?
I do.
Okay, Sun had the Supra out, and they were going to race on Wilshire.
He got law cars.
Yeah, and he's cool as hell. Me and
And
Son always.
most of them are always fast.
Most of them are fast. Well, Son and Wiley agreed to race. I think they were going to race from a 30 roll or something. And then he even told Wiley, he said, "Hey, we'll go from a 30 roll. If I kill you, we'll go from a dig." And Wiley was like, "Cool," because you knew Wiley. Wiley didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So, but they were going to race, and then while they're going to race, either they were lined up in the street fixing to do it, or a cop showed up. No, they were lined up in the street fixing to go, and there was another set of cars behind them, and they start doing a burnout. And this Blake dude is talking to somebody else, and he goes to run towards the road to watch the race, and he runs right over Alicia and, like, dropped her to the ground. And, dude, like, didn't even say nothing or anything and just kept going. And she came to me, and I was like, she was crying. I was like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" And she was like, "Some dude just, like, full on ran me over." And I was like, "Are you okay?" She goes, "Yeah, I'm okay. It didn't hurt or anything." I was like, "Why the fuck are you crying?" And she was like, "Well, when he stood up, like, he started laughing, and then him and his buddy started talking about it." And I was like, "Which dude was this?"
Yeah.
You know, because you know
Point
me.
him out.
Because you know
Point
me.
him out.
And she's like, just please don't. Just please don't. Because she knew me. She knew what I was going to do. And I was like, "No," I was like, "It's cool. It's cool. You don't even
Yeah.
worry about it. We're good."
Yeah.
This
I'm
was,
just going to ask him if he knew.
I just want to talk.
Yeah,
I just
we're
want to
just
talk to
going
him.
to
I'm just going to make him aware of the
Yeah.
fact that he run over somebody. He needs to be more careful and cautious. And so she didn't end up wanting to tell me. So the dude that was hanging out with us back then, just no. He had a fucking primered Camaro, like a 72 Camaro. Really cool white dude. Not just Saya, but he had a weird name like that. He had a real religious name, Jebediah or something. He had a split bumper Camaro. He was cool as shit and honest as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, and he said, "Oh no," he's like, "Are you talking about the guy that ran that girl over?" And she's like, "Yeah." And he was like, I was like, "This was the girl." And he goes, "Oh yeah." He was like, "Dude, that was messed up." He goes, then they were all laughing about it, and I was like, "Huh." And I said, "Do you remember which guy this was?" And of course he said yes. And I was like, "Because it was her that got ran over." And he goes, "Oh shit." And I was like, "Yeah." So I walked over there, and I, you know.
Yeah, you put him up against the wall. And
I talked to
you
him.
put your hands on him. Is
I
what
talked
you
to
did.
him pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. You talked to him real firm.
I talked to him real good.
firm.
Yeah. And I just let him know that he just needs to be a little more cautious and apologize and
Didn't
stuff.
he piss his pants?
And dude, I don't know.
I
if
know,
he did.
dude, he-
I don't know if he did or not, but I was told
I had heard that he
he
pissed
may
his
have dribbled.
pants.
He may have dribbled.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, maybe
But
he had to piss real bad.
ever since then, he's been super cool, except for that he has that little edgy thing. So it was nice to see Farm Truck wear him out, but I know that he didn't really think he could beat Farm Truck. He was just going on the show to
Well, yeah.
to
Like
be on
all
TV.
the other guys that race him.
Right. But it sucks because, like, that wasn't a race car. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. That part of the show is kind of starting to kill me a little bit.
Me
but
too.
Because Farm Truck has a fucking big motor with big horsepower.
But
and he needs to be racing fast
damn it,
cars.
every once in a while, Asian says something that just fucking kills me.
Asian's funny, man.
Asian says some shit every once in a while that I'll be watching it, and I've already got a bad outlook on it anyways. So, but Aiden,
Well, because
Aiden
they
thinks
act
it's
like
great.
they act like they don't know who these people are, and
Yes.
it sucks for us because we know they know who these people are.
Yes.
Like, we're from this city, So we know that Asian and farm
Yeah,
truck
so
know
I
who
look
Blake
at
is.
it for what it really is.
Right.
Well, Aiden thinks it's the greatest thing ever, so I can't fast forward through it. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
And that's what they're
'cause-
going
'cause
for.
Aiden
They're
thinks it's
going.
great.
They're going for the general public.
Yes.
But it just sucks for us because I know that Blake has known that farm truck for 20 years, and
Yes.
Blake knows farm. You know what I mean?
anybody in
So-
Oklahoma City knows the farm truck.
Right. And so it was just weird that they did it that way. But anyway, what did Asian say?
I don't know if he said anything last night,
Oh,
but
okay.
just every once in a while he will say something that fucking kills me.
Yeah, last night he did say something funny, and that was they were talking about pride, or they were talking about redemption or something, and they had bet $600 on the race. And they were talking about pride and how it fucks with your pride or something. Humble pie, that's what it was. He's like, yeah, I had to eat some humble pie. And Asian goes, well, and humble pie usually costs about $600. And then sticks his hand out,
Yeah.
like, pay me. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it.
But the truck's hauling ass.
It
I
is.
mean,
I mean, the truck is fast.
I seen him make some of the fastest passes this last season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah. And if his name was in the hat more, he'd win more. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Because the only time he does show up ready to go, it seems like he's kind of gotten in a rut there with, like, he races Reaper when Reaper makes a hell of a pass. You know what I mean? But yet whenever they don't make the good passes, he's not really there to capitalize.
I've seen him make some passes that I've thought, holy shit, man! I pedal my car and it shakes the way that it does, and he's gonna outrun me.
Yeah.
If I happen to race him.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it.
You know?
And it wouldn't take much to make that truck a 5 and down competitor.
Well, no,
you know
because
what I mean?
it fucking pretty much it hooks and fucking goes every pass.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
know?
If he changed a few little things on that truck, it would be more consistent and more competitive.
Well, if he took all the flair off of it, he could
I mean,
lose a couple hundred pounds.
He could leave the flare, but like there's just a few things that, it needs to be a real race truck. You know what I mean? Like it needs to be 4-linked, and it needs to have a real front suspension type setup on it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then it needs a crankshaft set the right height. It needs real shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it needs the wheelbase. That it need the weight in the right places, stuff like that. But that's neither here nor there. If I had that truck, I could be number 5 on the list for a long time. I feel like, but that's me. I always feel like that.
Yeah.
We're going to PRI. Shane, are you going to PRI?
Yes, we're going to unveil the car in the Pro Charger booth at PRI.
Oh, right on. You're going to unveil the new car.
Yeah.
So there you go, guys. You want to see the new Vega?
Painted
Is this new Vega? Is it a square headlight or a round headlight deal?
red round
It's
headlight.
round.
It's round.
Round.
Good.
Those are my
That's the
favorites.
ones I
Yeah,
like.
those are the
Yeah.
ones I like. That's one thing that Mike
That
Murillo.
hey,
Mike Murillo is funny.
hey, you
I
can
mean,
say a lot about Mike Murillo.
we have our differences and everything, but he is funny.
He is fucking funny to
Yeah.
hang out
And
with.
his trolling of people in
I think his second job should have been a comedian.
Yeah. I mean, we've had our differences, but that fucking guy is funny.
Yes, he is.
So,
Yep. Come see the new Vega at the at PRI at the Pro Charger booth.
Yep.
PRI is December 8th through the 10th in Indianapolis. Weather's going to be great, I'm sure.
yeah. Nice and cool.
On my 5-block walk.
Chief and the Crow Mod, that's me. Crow Mod's going to be at the Stainless Works booth, which is Stainless Works. They do header piping, headers, exhaust,
Yes.
mufflers, bolt-on kits. They do turbo headers. They do everything.
Yep.
I actually have Stainless Works on the Crow Mod.
I do too.
Wanda's full
Yeah.
of Stainless Works.
My Trailblazer.
Yep.
I got stainless works on my car.
You got Stainless Works on your
Shane
car?
has Stainless Works.
So
I have Stainless Works on the new car and the old car.
yeah, in the new car. So I've heard. I don't know if this is true or not. We're going to find out right now. People don't understand this. Me and Shawn don't talk as much as you would think. We have so much going on. The podcast is really our chance to sit down and talk.
Yes.
The new Murder Nova,
Yes.
the Murder Nova.
The Murder Nova.
This isn't a 2.0
No,
deal.
I'm not fucking queer.
Really?
So
Hey,
Just a little.
I've
bit.
been
You
asked
might
that
just
on
be-
my car, and I'm like, no.
So yours isn't the Vega 2.0?
No.
The Bad
No.
Bird or whatever,
No.
Blackbird 2.0,
I feel like that
4.0?
is
Blackbird
the gayest
Vega.
fucking thing anybody could
Sa-
ever do.
Blackbird
is call their car
4.3?
2.0.
Okay,
mean,
so you're not Murder Nova 2.0.
Not fucking even one bit.
Okay, there's only one Murder
There's
Nova.
only one Murder Nova. I will call the original Murder Nova the OG.
Yeah, it's OG.
It's the OG
Original
Murder Nova.
OG.
Okay, but the new car is the Murder Nova.
Okay, I got you. So it's not because the 2.0 or the junior, that would be an assumption of its son or its second coming. No, this is a replacement car.
Yes.
You're doing this to replace the other one.
Yes.
This isn't like it had a kid and it's a junior
No.
and you named it the same name and it's
No.
the second. No,
No, this isn't
You're-
junior.
You killed off the first one. You're replacing it. So it's
Replacing
Murder
it.
Nova.
Yes.
Okay. That car is going to be in the Precision Turbo and Engines booth.
It is. It is. And we will do
so
the
it's a
whole
turbo car. Unveiling, yeah. So there's going to be an unveiling of the new Murder Nova. There's going to be an unveiling of the new Blackbird Vega.
Yes, sir.
There's going to be, not really an unveiling, but there's going to be the Crow Mod.
There will be a
At
podcast
Stanley
in the
Works.
Precision booth.
There's going to be a podcast on Tuesday in the Precision booth.
We feel like it'll be Tuesday.
Yeah.
It'll be a lot like Tuesday.
It'll be all blurred together. We won't know which day it is.
Drag Illustrated has their after party at Club Blue last year.
Yeah, it was blue last year. Is that where it's at this year too?
I'm
that place is
sure-
kind of tight.
It's very
I'm
cool.
sure we'll be at that at some point, in and out.
Yes, and hopefully if things go well, I'll be pissing the bed this year
Oof.
That's how you know that it was a good time.
for sure.
If Shawn pisses the bed. Okay, go.
Yeah, right there.
This thing looks like
That
a
is
wiener.
gum.
Okay. Whatever. To cap this podcast off,
Ooh, letters from fans.
let's read some letters.
We got a
Ooh,
couple
here
letters.
Here
Let's
we
read some
go.
letters from fans.
Here we go.
This one says, here, I'm gonna give you guys a couple. Ooh, that's a good one there. Oh wow, man, we're doing good today.
You got a stack of them there.
Here you go, Shane. Shane, can you read?
Yeah. No, I'm from Western Oklahoma. I don't know how to read.
Open that and tell me if it's any good. Here you go, fam. Open that one. Mine says Street Outlaws, Midwest Streetcars Auto, and it's from Cheyenne something or another and Brian. I don't fucking know. Somewhere far away it looks like. Dear Daddy Dave. What the fuck? This one says Dear Daddy Dave. You are the best street
That one
outlaw
got sent to the
person
wrong
ever.
place.
I love your car. Nice job beating Reaper. Hope you get to the top of the list. Me and my brother love watching you race. I used to live in Oklahoma, 50 miles away from the shop. I now live in Texas, from Cheyenne. Well, that one's to Daddy Dave. We'll forward that on through, won't we? I'm sure he'll get it. I'm going to throw that right there in that fucking trash can. What, you got anything good over there? No?
Man, it's
This one's from...
It's rough to read.
This one's not bad.
This one's from Chris Ritchie in Paris, Kentucky. And I know Paris, Kentucky, and they're a little off down there.
All right, let's hear it.
This one is it's a picture.
It's a picture. Let's see
It's
this.
a picture of the Murder Nova.
It is. Well, I
Let
mean,
the record be shown that it's
hey,
a
that's-
Chevelle.
it is a Chevelle, and it's like the square body
Yeah.
Chevelle.
It's like a 66 or 67 Chevelle. So there
And,
you go.
and he definitely traced it.
And he definitely traced it, but he did put Murder Nova on it, so
I don't know how old this kid is on this one, but
don't shit on him.
and I'm not going to.
Let's read it.
I'm just gonna read it. To Big Chief.
That's me, Big Chief.
Big Chief, Big Chief, whatever.
Whatever.
Says, "Hi, I'm Jonah. and I'm gonna read it.
I'm what?
The whole Jonah.
Jonah? So it's a girl or a guy?
I no idea.
Okay.
I'm guessing it's a guy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna read it how he wrote it.
Okay.
So, I'm Jonah. I love your guises. Show my ferret car is the Crow mod. When I grow up, I want to come and race with you guys. You have the best show. And remember, don't listen to Asian. He said in the first race with the Crow mod and farm truck, he said you won by Fender. Crow mod for life. P.S. My birthday's the 19th.
That was one sentence.
That's it, man.
Right on the
That's-
Happy birthday.
And then he put his address here.
Happy birthday.
Holmesville, New England.
New
He's
England.
from New England.
They don't have an accent there, do they?
I don't know.
I don't know either. What do you
I
got,
don't know.
Shane?
That's big. That's the big chief.
Got a letter from an 8-year-old from Connecticut, Ohio.
8-year-old. At least he told his age.
It's a her.
Oh, it's a her.
Her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's hear it, Shane.
And she's Dear Big Chief, how are you feeling from the crash? I hope you are feeling okay because I saw it on TV. I wish I could gave you $1 million.
Aw,
You are the best.
How much
My
does she have?
fans are the best. Yeah, what do you got?
You are the best race car driver I know.
After
Your
you
friend,
crash, they tell you you're a good race car
Same.
driver.
Connecticut,
That's good.
Ohio. And they got a picture of your car in
Oh,
crayon.
let's see it.
You're number one.
And it's blue.
Oh, that's
It's
a
blue.
That's a blue car.
Oh,
With
Something coming out
flames.
the back.
What's the name of the person?
Or shoot.
The
Yellow
little
shoot.
person? What's the name of the little person? She didn't put her name?
Probably on the envelope.
Looks like there's 2 pages there, Shane.
Yeah, that was from her granddad that sent it.
Oh, okay. So he's watching her. He's making sure she ain't sending me
He said he's sorry for sending the letter so late. He has been he has been out.
Oh, so he dropped the ball.
Yes.
Thanks, Gramps. Oh,
But,
well.
but
Well,
he
that's
got
nice.
it done. He got it done.
Yeah, I mean, we got it.
Our fans,
We got it.
My fans are the greatest. This one's from Jeremy, number 595116
I know what that means.
in Holdenville, Oklahoma.
Holdenville. Okay.
Oh,
This
I
one's just
know
close
where
enough to come
Holdenville's
get
at.
us.
Yeah. He'll
So,
probably stop by here.
in case you guys are wondering, the numbers after the name, those are our favorite letters
Yes.
because they are from the Department of some sort of corrections unit, and that's we like the people because the things that we do in our life and the things that we like to do as recreation could land us in a place like where Jeremy here is.
Yes, and we would really like for them to like us.
And the
when
last
we
thing
get
we
there.
need is a guy who's been sitting there for 10 years waiting on us to read his letter.
Yes.
So
Yeah, I don't think you have a problem getting smokes from him.
yeah. Big Chief, man, I've been waiting to write this letter, hoping Street Outlaws will be back on TV by now, and I could see you smoke Kai Kelly. You're a way better driver than him. You just let your nerves get in the way, boy. I've been locked up for over 7 years, and I'm talking about damn near come to blows with motherfuckers over you and Shawn. While you represent
Did he
the
spell my name right?
405 out there. He did.
Fucking right he did.
Jeremy spelled your name right, and he's gonna fight people.
Pilgrim can't spell my name
No,
right, but
no.
fucking Jeremy can.
This dude's gonna fight people. He says over when we're out there representing. He says I represent 405 in here, and me and my celly are. Oh shit! This is getting serious, guys. I don't know if I should keep reading, but I'm going to
Yeah, you're
because
good.
this is our show. And we get the fuck we want.
You're already in it.
He said, I represent, okay, let me back up. He says, I've been locked up for over 7 years. We all know if you've been locked up over 7 years, you did some things.
Yeah.
It's not
Wasn't his first
wasn't not a
offense.
speeding ticket here. I'm talking about damn near come to blows with motherfuckers over you and Shawn out there while y'all represent the 405 out there. I represent it in here. Me and my celly are, I don't want to say it wrong, can get killed. What's that word? I know that's Irish mob, but what's both? Let's just make it sure.
Both are bath.
Me and my celly are both Irish mob, and when y'all are racing, cell phones are off limits. Oh, our cell is off limits. So when we're racing, he says, okay, so he says, when y'all represent the 405 out there, I represent in here. Me and my celly are both Irish mob, and when y'all are racing, our cell is off limits. I just wanted to know if you have got the chance to race Kai Kelly yet, and if so, how bad you beat him, and what's up with y'all's little bulldog Chuck? I thought he was going big tire. What's up with more cash days races too? Farm Truck made that big ass trophy, and y'all only use it once. When y'all are out there betting on races, we're in here betting on races. And I need to recoup some of the money I lost on you. Oh shit, my bad, Jeremy.
God damn it. You're going to have to send him some fucking commissary.
Yeah.
Last race with Kai Kelly, that one cost me a few hundred. And in there, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm still a big fan, and always will be. Lost a little money on that one race, but I won way more over the last few years on you. Also, something would be cool to see. There has been an ongoing dispute in here with the 405 versus the 918. All the 918ers say y'all haven't raced anyone from the 918 because y'all's cars can't fuck with theirs. Shit. So just something to think about. Anyway, if you could, just let me know. Let me know a few answers to a few of the questions. And if you haven't raced Kai Kelly yet, remember this. Remember this. He ain't half the driver you is and you keep beating yourself. Check your nerves at the door and tell your crew to keep repping the 405. Sin, oh man, is that Sin Fine? That's something Irish mob, I'm sure. Jeremy.
Like
Sin Fine.
take care or something.
Jeremy. And then he wrote some other shit, but then he marked it out.
I
He
feel like
said,
you need to write that guy back.
yeah, I think I might go see him.
Yeah.
And give him some insight on who to bet on the
And
next few
probably
episodes.
put some money down on his
Yeah,
books.
put some money on his commissary. I'm gonna give him a pair of jellies and shit. Well,
Yeah.
thanks, Jeremy. You the man. That's it's always nice to have the Irish mob
Backing us.
down there in Holdenville. If we end up there, hopefully we can come by the cell when it's Street Outlaws time, and then we can. I feel like I'm not gonna get any bets. So,
Springfield, Missouri, right here.
this one is
Ooh, this is a long one right here.
this one's from Brody
Oh.
Parrish.
You got a couple pages there.
Midwest Streetcars. It says, Midwest Streetcars. Dear Big Chief, my name is Brody Parrish. I'm a 7th grader at Green City. I'm in keyboarding class and we're learning how to type business type letters. We're supposed to pick a company, so I just chose yours because I like watching you guys race each other. I will get extra points if you write me back. What's it like to go 100 mile an hour down the strip? I don't know. Shane, what's it like to go 100?
Ass.
Are there any changes to show the season's coming up? How the race is joining, new products coming out? How'd you been? Blah, blah, blah. He just did this because they made him.
Hey, at least he did it.
You're an awesome fan, Brody Parrish. Okay, so he was just trying to get extra credit.
Yeah, this guy.
You know what you got there? No?
It's something that this guy's like selling or something.
Oh, here you go. You get a jail letter. I get a jail letter.
3 jail letters in one show.
Wow.
This one isn't a jail letter though. This one's from Daniel Carrasco from Midland, Texas. Goddamn, ain't nothing to do in Midland, Texas. And then on the back it says, "Oh, I am so happy because you stayed twin turbos." And then he drew twin turbos that look like a nutsack, which is weird.
Holy shit, this is a long one. Oh
Ooh.
my god,
Yeah.
I'm not reading all this. Holy shit. And then he sent some sort of legal document.
Oh my
The
god!
people of the state
What are
of
you doing?
Michigan.
Why are we doing this? Why are you looking at that? What is that?
I don't know. This guy wrote what he did. Look, he had got into trouble with some methamphetamines.
Methamphetamine?
Yeah.
Let's read the letter before we just expose
No,
him.
I ain't reading. Dude, look at
Okay.
this.
That's
I ain't reading this fucking long.
front and back.
front and back of all these
They went
pages.
through and highlighted some
Let me
notes
see
in
it.
there.
Yeah.
Let me see it. Let me see what you got there, Biggin. I'm a little worried. We've committed to reading all of
Oh,
jail
this
letters.
guy's got a business idea for
We
you.
read all
and it
jail.
says Justin
We read
Cheer.
all jail letters. We have to. So
It
even
says
though it's
Justin
long,
Cheer.
I'm gonna have to read it. Oh wow, it is long as fuck too. He used both sides of the paper.
We should have reread that and highlighted some shit.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm gonna go through it quick. Where's he from? Where's this guy from?
State of Michigan. So
Oh yeah.
Of course, it's the state.
This is from Chad Marvin, number 222515. Not Michigan, Mississippi. Mississippi.
So with me, it's 3522.
That's 275 in a seat.
Let's hold up, guy. Let's
You put the
let's
wheelie
finish
bars and
this.
everything
Let's
on it?
finish this real quick. We'll talk about that in a minute.
God damn,
we don't need
that much
people.
weight.
We don't need people to know any of these things. I'm sure you're wondering why an inmate has written you. Monkey, if you're gonna talk, get the fuck out of here.
Heavy?
We got literally 2 letters and we're done. You can't wait.
Yeah,
2 fucking letters.
There's a lot.
I'm sure you're wondering why an inmate has written you a letter, so let me get straight to the point.
Really?
Yeah, there's 3 pages of the point here.
Straight to it.
I have a business idea, but let me preface it by saying that maybe this is something that already exists. I've been locked up for 7 years, 4.5 to go. Jesus.
For methamphetamine?
So maybe this product or something similar has already been created. Oh my god. This product.
He's got an idea for some product.
What I've come up with is a small drag racing device about the size of a GPS unit, 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. It would have a sensor that attaches to your front bumper. The unit itself will hang from your window by a small suction cup. 2 of them linked together by Bluetooth and can simulate drag racing light like you see in the NHRA, the tree. It would eliminate a flagger Oh no, you're fucking up.
No, we gotta have a flagger.
Yeah.
And then you could program it to the end of an 8th mile race, and it could tell you who won, who got there first, and flash a green light or a red light. Everything's done by GPS. Yeah, so I don't think you're understanding, boss. Like, yes, we could do all these things. I mean, the money we spend on race cars, we could have a laser beam out there to tell us who won. We could have a laser beam to tell us when to go. We could have computers that go for us, but that gets away from street racing.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was his idea. He wants to sell it for $299 in Summit. Good luck with that, friend. I'm not interested in doing that. We're OG type street racer cats. So we want to keep it OG. This guy says he cannot be involved in any money making operations because the Michigan Department of Corrections will take 90%. But it
Holy
says he's
shit.
in Mississippi, right?
90%.
Jackson, Mississippi? Or no? Jackson,
Yeah,
Michigan.
Jackson.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. MI.
MI is Michigan,
Is
right?
Michigan?
Mississippi's
Yeah.
MS, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's in Michigan.
We'll take 90% of the money for room and board.
90%.
He said for room and board in quotation marks.
Yeah.
I have a family that handles my finances, so I can give you a name. He's trying to get around it. I would also like to say I'm a huge fan of the show. Lots of guys in prison watch your show. Thanks, guys. I'm a GM guy. I've owned a 79 Firebird Formula and an 87 IROC. The show fuck you have. I love hot rods. I'm including a document that shows why I'm in prison. I'm not a fucking child molester or murderer. I've been in prison most of my life since 1991. Mostly for driving while intoxicated and things thereof. This time for a firearm. And manufacturing methamphetamines. I'm not a bad guy, though. I still have some of my teeth. I still have all of my teeth. And I have an awesome family that loves me. I've just been kind of an idiot. Yeah, me too, man.
It happens.
Those days
just
are
got
over
caught.
for me. Your show is also a bit of an inspiration. I plan to use my spare time building hot rods and drag cars and not manufacturing meth or driving while intoxicated with firearms. Good.
There
That's
you
good.
go.
That's
You
awesome.
know, he's
Look at that.
fixing
The system
himself.
worked.
The system worked.
Rehabilitated. I say let him out.
You can check out on my whole criminal record. Jesus, no, we don't want to do that. Just to show you who I am. I'm legit. I believe it. You've been in there a long time, buddy.
Yeah.
You can also contact me at an email service used for convicts, we call it. The prison Facebook. Whoa. Thanks for taking the time to read this, and don't worry, I'm not some weirdo that's going to write again all the time. If you don't like my idea, I just figured I'd take the risk. It costs nothing. Better to do it in here. Don't have much time to do anything else. P.S. Tell Chuck we all think he most closely resembles us convicts and could be one soon. No, we agree.
Yeah, we agree with that.
We agree.
Sure.
What we got?
And
We
just
got
to let you know, he doesn't need this back. He's got many copies.
that's his legal.
This is his
That really is his legal shit.
Yes.
That really does tell what he did.
Yes.
And then
It doesn't say what he did before, but that's probably
What he was
landed him in
convicted
there
of?
the last time.
What he's convicted
weapons, felony firearms, and
methamphetamines.
manufacturing.
He was
of.
messing around.
Manufacturing.
He was messing around with
Probably
firearms.
lots of it, too.
He was messing around with guns, and he was messing around with chemicals.
Hey man, you ain't got to be a bad guy. He just got caught.
Damn. That
I know lots of
sucks,
people who
man.
mess around.
That sucks. He's been in since 2010. He gonna be in a while too. It says here. Well, good luck to you, brother. You know, hopefully it works out. Hopefully you get out, and get to be with your family, and build some hot rods, man.
Yeah.
It sucks because, man, a lot of the shit we've done in our lifetime, we could have ended up there. You know.
Yep.
We got real lucky, man.
I have ended up there.
Last letter of the day. This one is from.
I don't know.
Rodriguez. First name.
Ethelwaldo?
First name Ethelwaldo. Ethel Waldo.
That's what it looks
Ethel
like.
Waldo.
That's what
Was
it
that
looks like.
fucking for real?
Ethelwaldo.
Number 09991062 in Florence, Colorado.
Colorado.
Midwest City Automotive. That's close enough, man.
Yep.
Says to the only street outlaws,
That's
the
right.
405. Ooh,
Fucking right. That's the way it
this
started
guy.
out.
Yeah.
That's the way
This guy.
it started
He
out.
wrote that on
Good job,
his fucking
Waldo.
envelope. He wrote that on the envelope, bro. He ain't no joke. He says here. He says, Big Chief, how are you doing? Hope you and the loved ones are good. Please allow me to introduce myself. They call me Rico, and I'm from the 918.
That's easier.
Hey, Rico. Everybody got a nickname where he at. I find myself...
Uh-oh. What?
how you doing? Hope you and the loved ones are good. Please allow me to introduce myself. They call me Rico. I'm from the 918. I found myself in federal prison for 7 kilos of methamphetamine. Bad choice.
That's a lot.
We are big fans of your show here. At the penitentiary, I got in a fight for 2 reasons. 1, he said we ain't watching that stupid fucking show. And 2, he said that Oklahoma is bitch country. So he got fucked up. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It does say that.
Sometimes
Rico
you gotta
fucked
fuck
him up.
somebody up.
And then Rico says, fuck Texas and everybody from Texas except for Boosted. Street Outlaws is fucking serious in prison. We will fight over that show. There's always a dumbass that will bet against the 405, and I'm glad to collect. God damn. I want to hang out in there for a day, maybe half a day. You, Shawn, Monza, Chris, Boosted Farm Truck, and the legendary Daddy Dave are my street racing idols. I talk so much shit about wanting to meet y'all that they bet me and said that I can't get at least 4 of you to send me a pic. Aw, of you and your ride. I hope I can. I just put 150 on it. Now to the real deal. I have a small block 350 with Holly carbs sitting at home. Want you to build it for me. 1/4 mile. I just want it running in the low to mid 8s. Turbos ×2. I also want to build a 280Z on a S10 Chevy. What? 280Z body on an S10 Chevy frame. I'm just not sure. Most likely. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want you to build it.
What?
The motor. How much? Best of it all. Turn over the page. I'm sure he's saying that before.
Yeah.
I have the CarCraft Chromod. Nice read. Can you tell me which racing manufacturer is the best? Like Morgan & Sons, for example, maybe. I used to race imports.
No.
I used to race imports and bikes. No shit. But a wreck scared me. Now I'm ready. Oh, by the way, very glad you survived and healed up nicely. Big guy. Shawn, I lost big when Doc beat you. Uh-oh. Now you owe him. Now you're in his
Dang it.
pocket.
Maybe he bet big.
Maybe a bit
last
big
night's race.
on last night's race.
My son
Double nothing.
went to your... What? Oh, my son went to your shop and told me the whips are badass. I don't know, something like that. My brother-in-law owns Big Dog's Car Audio in Tulsa, and we are all racing and car fans. I just want you to know, and holy shit, he put this in big letters, we hate Kai Kelly and the black clown with him.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
You think they're talking about smoke, or you think they're talking about the guy on roller skates?
Road guy on roller
Gotta be
skates.
the roller skates guy. He's
Gotta
a
be the
clown.
roller
Yeah,
skates
gotta
guy.
be. That guy's got to get
Out of
that
all the dudes
out
down
of
there, I
that.
think I like Smoke the most anyway.
Oh.
You know? No, that's
Oh,
what
I
I said.
thought
Yeah,
you
no.
said. I thought
No,
they
that's
he
what I
said that. No, yeah, smoke's the coolest one.
Yeah.
And he said, and the show going with him was the most horrible shit ever. Please stay safe. We love you guys, even though we don't know you. If you write back, I'll get the crow mod and you drawn and sent back by a homie of mine. Man, that sounds like a good idea. I have fans here that also want to send some artwork from a fan that has actually shed blood for you in the 405. Damn. God damn. Stay safe, stay fast, stay on top. May you all be blessed. Rico 918. P.S. That was a great drag on Boosted's house. That's monkey. Farm Truck and Asian are funny, and even better when Chuck punched that dude for Dave. Fucking classic. Well, there you go. Rico he's the real deal, and he fights people when they say that they're not watching our show in his place that he's staying, in the fellowship that he's at.
Yeah, yeah.
Gentlemen, thank you very
good one.
much. That was the letters are amazing. We really love them, and we we understand that of all the things that you're faced with in jail or the hospital or wherever people are nowadays, that it forces them to sit down and write a letter to somebody, you inspire us as much as we inspire you. Like, it really does matter that you sit there and you write letters to dirtbags like us, and you fight people over our show in prison. Like,
Yes.
you know, thank you. Hold it down. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hopefully you get out someday and you come see us, or if we get in someday, we'll come see you.
Yeah.
You know how this works?
Yeah, you take care of us.
Yeah, you take care of us, we take care of you. Come out. If you get out, you come see us, we'll help you out.
Yeah.
If we get in, we'll come see you. You know what I'm saying?
When we get in, we'll come see you.
All right.
I think that's about it.
Oh no, we got an important letter.
Ah,
Yeah.
we're gonna do this. Look at
Yeah.
this.
Let's do it.
We do have a letter here, and it doesn't look like it's from a fan. It is from the Championship Drag Racing Association, National Hot Rod Association, NHNRA, Glendora, California. It says on the cover, it says on the envelope, important driver information enclosed. That's going to be me, you guys.
That's because it's not me.
In case you're wondering. What's wrong with my shit? My phone's fucking high. Whoa.
Well,
It was in my pocket too long, huh?
yeah.
Dude, it really is. There's something wrong with my phone. There we go. All right, then. It says important driver information enclosed. Get a good picture of this. This is too cool. It's got my name on it, by the way.
Because I don't have one of those.
Let's see. You don't have an NHRA driver packet?
I don't.
Ho-
They
hof-
took it
ho-
from me.
hopefully that's not the letter that says.
Yeah, hopefully this isn't the letter where they take my license,
Oh,
Yeah.
look,
right?
we fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we,
this is the
we screwed
letter
up.
where they say, look, we've thought about it.
Yep.
You came to Indy. You fucked up.
Yeah.
We don't want you. Nope. Here we go. It says here. There it is. NHRA competition driver's license and number card. That's it. This is my
Wow,
proof
let me
right
see.
here.
Let me see.
Permanent proof right here,
Let me
baby.
see.
Look at that.
I have some that look just like this, but I'm sure that they don't say.
This is
Let me
Justin
see.
Shear.
No,
They're
mine
all
definitely
out
don't
of
say
date.
PM on the category.
It says to be
Pro
eligible to
Mod.
race, your competition license number, permanent number, and NHRA membership number must both be current at all times. Booyakasha. That's my license
That's
right there,
it.
right?
And it says PM on the category.
PM.
Pro
oh,
Mod.
Pro Mods. Yeah, see, I have a professional
say
card. This is a professional. Driver, Justin Shear. Category, Pro Mod. Number, they gave me my driver's number, 469.
I see that.
Code 2C. Look at that. Man. NHRA membership number 935-427. Corrective lenses? No. But my number, my NHRA number is 469.
I know, that's crazy.
I stole that from Flip when he died.
Yes.
That was his number, was 469.
Yes.
And it's a play on sexual innuendos.
It is Flip
Because Flip,
Flip
469. If you
469.
take her and you flip her
for 69.
for 69.
Yeah.
Flip for 69. And that was his number, and so I stole it from him, and the NHRA let me have it. My number is 469. I'm Chief 469. So that's fucking cool as shit, dude.
Good
there
job,
it is.
man. You're a professional race
I
car
am
driver.
a professional
So
race
now-
Professional.
So now, I don't only have to fucking worry about racing against a goddamn pro mod. I have to worry about racing a fucking professional
Professional.
driver.
Yeah, I'm a professional
legit
driver,
now.
guys.
I mean, what do you do for a living? I'm a professional race car driver.
I'm a professional.
I'm just a semi. I'm just a semi. You know.
Yeah,
And I'm a semi amateur
I don't know.
professional driver.
I don't know if I'll ever be a professional, but I'd like to one of these days.
Well, you can do it, guys. All you got to do is,
Spend a bunch
to-
of money.
stick to your
Stick to your guns. Huh?
stick to your guns. Be yourself.
Yeah. I've
Never-
been myself, and they're
never
damn
take-
sure not offering to give me one.
Never take no shit from
You
nobody.
got a street race? Yes.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
they asked me, and I told them, this is where we're at, though. I got my license. It's right here. That's too cool,
Good
man.
fucking job, man.
Think about it.
Congratulations.
Just a couple years ago, the NHRA took all our licenses, took all y'all's licenses.
They took mine.
I never had one.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up though. They took all y'all's licenses and then gave me one.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't have mine back. Like, I had a fucking valid
Yeah,
one
yeah.
until they said, yeah, you can't have that.
Well,
I said, well, fuck you. I don't need it anyways.
yeah.
I never showed one fucking person ever my license.
I've got my license now, dude. This is cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with it other than, I got to find some more money.
Yeah.
The plan is 2017, a full
Hey, that's
pro mod
just
schedule.
one step in the
Hey,
program.
12
You gonna
races.
let me come pit on your crew?
There you go. There you go. Shane can
I'm
come
asking.
and pit on your crew with you.
Asking.
Bring Silent Bob.
You're going to pit on my crew?
Yeah.
Yes.
Pro mod.
Pit
Pro
on
mod
my
pit.
crew? Nah, I don't know, man.
He's gonna have to
We
think about
run a
that.
tight ship. We run,
Yeah.
we run a tight ship.
I don't even get to hang out over there.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll come hang out with you
I
then.
sit over on the other side, fucking signing autographs and just fucking sitting there.
I'll hang out with you then.
Fucking.
Yeah, well, you don't want to work on the car
Sucks.
anyway.
I don't want to fucking sit over there and fucking.
Well, that was your problem. I
be
didn't tell you to sit over
a
there.
monkey at a fucking zoo
I
either.
didn't tell you to sit over there.
Well, it helped us.
I did. So you
I'm in it for us, man. Okay,
yeah, we're in this together.
we're in this together. Where's Chief? I don't know. He's over there with the racers. I'm just over here hanging out with the models and shit that are fucking selling shirts.
Bring your car next time.
I might
Yeah,
bring
where's
a
your
new
car? Is
I might
that
bring
is
a
that
new-
the
I'm
biggest
fixing to go
question?
get- as soon as we
Where's your
leave here
car?
right now, the new Murder Nova is painted, and I'm going to pick it up.
There you go.
Like right now.
Care if I roll with
So-
you?
Still ain't
I'll roll with you.
gonna-
Well, I don't know. I'm riding with him. I don't have a diesel. See,
Oh, yeah,
I
you-
had
yeah,
broke
you-
down last
yeah.
weekend in Alabama, and so I had left my truck in Alabama. 2 days before I broke down, though, I sold my
Very dependable truck.
very, very dependable
The
truck
re-
that I
the-
had since it was brand fucking new.
That was a lot of bees. You added
Yeah.
a lot of bees.
The regular.
Well,
And an
I
extra
stretched the word out because I'm still.
Yeah, but there were no
I'm
fees in that
not,
one.
I'm not still how I'm still not sure how I'm feeling about it.
The
so
the non-dually. The non-dually.
It was a dependable
Yeah.
truck.
Yes, the non-dually.
The twin to my
I
truck.
had sold it.
Okay, so you're going to get the new car.
I'm going to get.
We're
the new
all
car.
going to be a PRI.
Yes.
And if you know anybody that has any expendable income that wants to go pro mod racing next year but doesn't want to
What about
actually
Shane?
bug me, you got any money, Shane?
Nah, I ain't got no money.
He's
I'm
wearing a
broke.
Murder Nova shirt.
I'm broke.
He had to buy a new Vega.
I'm broke.
They should have.
I'm
paid
looking
you
for
to
money.
get the Vega.
All right. Well,
Yep.
I'm gonna go get my car.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Well,
send
thanks
us
for
an
hanging
email,
out on
Midwest
Tuesday.
Streetcars Auto at Gmail if you want to give me some money to go pro mod racing, and if you don't want to go pro mod racing or give me any money, then keep it to yourself. I don't know.
Yep.
All right.
We're
See
out.
you next Tuesday. Be good.
Oh, we gonna talk
Love
about
you.
the radio
What?
race?
What
February?
radio race? In February?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tuesday. We're gonna talk about it Tuesday. You gonna
Tuesday.
be there, Shane?
Maybe.
You gonna be on Lights Out on radios?
Maybe.
What class?
LDR.
Oh,
If they'll let me in.
there is no LDR at Ducks Race.
Oh, it's
Pro Drag Radio.
So
Pro Drag
Or
Radio.
Pro 275 or whatever.
75 and up.
Yeah, I ain't got 275s. I got 315s.
There's Outlaw Drag Radio
the
though.
only thing we don't have.
Can you do that with a tube
We don't
chassis?
have the 50-pound weight
I don't
bar
think
in the
so.
back.
I didn't have.
You're gonna be in Radio versus the World. What you gonna be in?
Yeah. Oof.
All right.
I can't run. I can't run that.
See you next Tuesday. Maybe we'll have Shane back on so he can talk about radios or whatever he wants to talk about. See
Later.
you guys later. Love
Cool.
you. Bye.
Bye.